It's Wilde and Tausch, isn't it?
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Wednesday edition. The world-famous, often imitated, never duplicated, annual BOLD-A-THON.
Bold!
Bold, Jerry. Bold edition. Oh, I didn't know we had...
This isn't montage season, is it?
Not yet.
Guessing Friday's a montage. That's why you've been working so hard, haven't you?
Working pretty hard. Labor Day weekend. They don't call it Labor Day for nothing.
That's true.
Always working hard. And at some point, I would just like to sneak in the fact that I traded some text messages with one of our favorite guys that's been on the show many times, Kenny Clark. He's not joining our BOLD-A-THON today.
He shouldn't. He's got a game tomorrow, doesn't he?
He does have a game tomorrow. Indeed, he does. And then he gets to move all his stuff on the weekend.
If he asked you to help him move, would you go over there and help him?
Yeah, sure, definitely. He would do that for me. I mean, I think he would help me more than I would help him. But yeah, I would. I can't imagine he'd want my help. I'm not,
I'm gonna text. I think I'm gonna text him and say, make sure to ask Wilde to come over and help move.
Yeah, go ahead, text him.
I have a hunch he's gonna hire people and they're gonna.
I would think so, but there are logistics involved. I can help him plan. I can help him pack. I'm very good with bubble wrap.
I think you should volunteer that to him, right?
I don't know. All right. It is the Wednesday edition.
What do you think of this new sweatshirt? I just got it off of Jelly's desk. How sweet is this?
Wait, does that say Wilde and Tausch?
Yeah.
Sure does.
How flippin' sweet is this? Haven't had any new merch in 9 years. Ashton Rotman shows up, and there's merch flying around the whole studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is big.
It's awesome.
I'm going to finish introducing the
go
show.
ahead.
On 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming, live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free, and all-customizable, just like that hoodie, ESPN Wisconsin app. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson, aforementioned Jelly, is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios.
Stop calling me Gel.
You don't like gel?
No.
Okay. I won't call you it then. I thought it kind of rings
I've
off the
never
tongue.
liked jelly since you first said it
Nobody
8 years
said,
ago.
But I shortened it. It's gel.
Yeah, what if you had a choice, Gel, would you prefer jelly or gel?
Gel is better than jelly.
There you go.
Then, there you have it.
That doesn't mean I like either.
And the nickname Connoisseur and Packers Hall of Famer is also in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. He is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, you look immaculate.
Yeah, I feel awesome. And I had a nice UW Credit Union pullover on this morning because it's chilly. It's a little chilly and wet here in the greater Madison area. And then I walk in and I see the Gel Man with a couple of beautiful new sweatshirts.
Wait, is Jesse wearing one too?
I don't know. He's decided not to. I don't think he likes it as much. I think he's a little bit because, it was like Santa people walking around handing stuff out this morning. It was like a complete lift because they know it's BOLD-A-THON. Everybody is fired up in the office because they know it's BOLD-A-THON.
Gotham Bagels, Hall of Fame
there's
beef
donuts.
sticks.
There's donuts out there. There's swag. Got all of our college game day stuff, which I'm guessing was here last week, but I didn't come in.
It was, yeah.
But they're, for the big tailgate on Saturday. So it's just everything's great. Everything's great.
Quick Trip coffee without covers on it.
That's true, too.
Hunter Vaughn waiting to spill it.
No, Hunter and I rode up in the elevator together. He is surprisingly kind of just given in on this Cowboys season. He said he's all in on the Badgers. He's done Cowboys. He's taken a redshirt year, which is probably a smart thing for his mental health.
Gap year. Yeah, it's not easy. But, hey, he can root for Kenny Clark, and then we can go help him
So tell us
move.
a little bit about Ken. You got a chance to catch up. What can you share with us from Ken?
So you can read all about it on channel3000.com, of course. But he is
One of these times I'd like for you to put that out here first and then write it. But I'm not going to talk to you about your process because you are a mad genius.
I texted him at like 10:15 last night.
And you wrote the story at 3 a.m?
I wrote it after I got done texting with him. Yeah, I finished it about midnight. And then the power went out here for a little while, and I almost missed the show because my alarm didn't go off. So he's settling in, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to come up with I asked him about the jersey thing because all these guys want to swap jerseys with him, and he's trying to figure out a solution already because he's well aware of what those guys look. This is one of the and we need to explain the Bold-A-THON. We need to stay on the clock today. But this is one of those things. No, we do.
No,
I
do. You think we do? That's not going to happen.
I'm going to try.
You know,
This is one of those intangibles that you know so much about because you were in an NFL locker room for 11 years. You were a leader. You were around teams that had great chemistry and great leadership, and you were around teams when it didn't go very well, at least one. You said that the guys will move on. The Carl Brookses and the Colby Woodens and the Devontae Wyatts and the Nazir Stackhouses and the Warren Brinsons. And they're sad, but they know that they also have opportunity. But when you subtract someone like him from the locker room, what does have to happen to fill that void? Because it clearly is a void.
Yeah, more people have to step up, and there's obviously a little bit of a leadership void, but that's the natural life of an NFL locker room. And you start figuring it out because, when you're first in there as a young player, you're just, everything's great. Oh, my God, this is awesome. And then when the first guy that you've really formed a long relationship with, whether it's 2 or 3 years or whatever it is, or you're playing next to him or you're watching film with him, and obviously you talked about Kenny yesterday, bringing people to his house and really being that big brother to a lot of guys for a long period of time, it is a bigger shock. And again, I told you yesterday, I ride down to practice with this guy. I sit down for lunch with I sit on the plane. We play cards. We do this. And then all of a sudden, one day, it's gone. And it's like, it's a lot like, and this sounds morbid, but it's a lot like death. Because you start speaking in the past tense. And I can remember when Barry Stokes, who was a journeyman guy, just a barrel of fun, great locker room guy, nuts, but a great locker room guy. Everybody, he would host card parties. He would do stuff, and then he was gone. And I just remember everybody got cut middle of the season, and everybody was just talking about him. Like, remember when Stokey did this? Oh, that's Stokey, okay. And finally somebody just got up and said, he's not dead, And that is it is a sense of mourning, but you don't have the luxury of Kublering it. You got to get from mourning to acceptance and moving on real quick. There isn't 10 days. You don't get 4 months. You better get moving because this train keeps the NFL train. Doesn't matter how big a star you are. This train ain't stopping for nobody. And if you do, you're going to get run over like Dudley Do-Right, and it's over. So you can mourn, you move it along, and then time to go. And I think that's where these guys are at. They can still, and I'm sure, I can't wait to see after the Packers go down to Dallas and beat them by 2 tutters, and then everybody is sitting there clamoring for Kenny. I think Kenny, that will be a great moment for Kenny outside of the fact that they got beat by a couple tutters.
Does Dudley Do-Right get run over by the train?
Isn't he tied up? He's tied up all the time.
Does he rescue someone else?
I felt like somebody was tied up. And
there's that lady. I don't know her name. I'm not familiar with Dudley Do-Right, except for there was a ride at Universal.
Schnash, or what was the guy's name?
Snidely Whiplash.
Snidely, yeah. I don't remember the gal, if she was the one that was always tied up.
Okay, we'll fact check that. Speaking of things I don't remember, I know we used to give Rob Demovsky a hard time for not being bold enough in Tausch's opinion.
He was the genesis for
He was the
Bold-A-Thon.
inspiration.
Yes.
And now he's the Grand Marshal. But how did we turn that into, Jesse, the annual Bold-A-Thon, which you write in our rundown? Some have wondered whether the Bold-A-Thon has run its course.
Yeah, I said that yesterday. Mm-hmm. Nobody mentioned anything about it, and all of a sudden yesterday, Jesse said, we're doing Bold-A-Thon tomorrow. Oh, all right.
Well,
It's an annual
I
tradition.
thought last year, I didn't think it was bold enough. Thought there was a lot of milk toast boldness, and those lukewarm milk toast boldies. I think Jesse cut them.
Yeah, we set some criteria for who was invited to be part of the Bold-A-Thon this year. We have unique Packers perspectives,
Love
ESPN Wisconsin personalities.
Love it.
A few from outside of our ESPN Wisconsin family that'll offer, again, unique
and
perspectives.
some of those milk toasters, we'd love to. They could post. Social media is a big, vibrant place. Post away, but you got cut.
And fearlessness to be bold is one of the criteria.
Brusty got cut, and I told them that on our thing yesterday, and then they decided they're going to do a bolder Bold-A-Thon, which I thought was super lame, but
they were kind of mean.
That's kind of how they do it.
That wasn't really what they were doing.
I don't know what they were doing.
I don't think they knew what they were doing.
I think they misdescribed publicly what they were actually doing.
Well, whatever the case may be. So Brusty can post. I don't know. Did Kyle? Kyle felt like he should be invited. So I don't know. I told him Gel is the guy that's in charge. He's the gatekeeper.
Brad Nortman was invited, and he was offered a +1 of
so he
his
could bring
choice
Kyle.
to bring.
Oh, that's a smart move.
Yes, up to him who he wants to bring.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, lot of fun.
So I guess
in store today.
we need to probably get ours in before we get the demo, right? Is that kind of how we're doing this?
And,
well, I'm going to lead it
on a
off
schedule
because
today, so we
I
gotta
think
get
last year I took second place. I had a big bold one where basically Josh Jacobs was going to set the Packers rushing record. He fell short of that, but he had a great season and was the catalyst for the offense last season. A big season from him, and I felt good about my bold prediction. So I don't remember. Do you remember yours? I'm sure Jason doesn't.
I believe mine was that Jordan Love was going to surpass Aaron Rodgers' numbers from the 2011 season, and that came nowhere close to occurring, which I thought was pretty bold.
Yeah, it was very bold.
45
and
tutters,
speaking of that,
picks.
Speaking of that,
yes, tell us more, Dan Orlovsky.
I am going to. We were down at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford a couple months ago, and my inkling was, let's go big. You go to Hard Rock Casino Rockford. You want to be bold. Because future, how did that old saying go with the people that are all getting sued?
Yeah, I hope you.
I'm going to say allegedly.
Fortune favors the bold.
Fortune favors the bold. Now be smart. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but Jesse and I both thought that at 25-1, pretty good. As this thing is unfolding, I just believe that this offense is going to be a lot better, and I think they're going to get opportunities to be even more aggressive with this newfound defense. The pass rush. I think Jordan Love is going to rip it up. And I believe, in my bold prediction for the 2025 season, that Jordan Love is going to be the MVP of the NFL. That's what I believe.
So there you have it. Tausch kicks us off with Jordan Love MVP, which is exactly what Dan Orlovsky said this morning on Get Up.
I didn't catch
as
that.
Well, you guys are of one mind. And,
well, a couple of real smart football minds that just dissect it like nobody else. So, yeah, I don't have any problem being lumped in with the Orlovsky when it comes to this.
And you have no problem being lumped in with Gene Adela of Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Oh, I don't. And, when a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring that trust and commitment. A lot of customers might have apprehensions about inviting someone out to their house, but when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. And their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with year in, year out. Order by the end of the month. 0 interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today to learn more.
The Grand Marshal, the inspiration. Didn't Chicago sing a song? You're the inspiration. He is the inspiration for the Bold-A-Thon. Now, there's been some critique from one Mark Tauscher that he has pawned off his bold predictions to Seth Walder now on
I think
ESPN.com?
Rob and you, and I think some of you older beat cats have gotten less interested in conflict. You've been going with the flow. It's true.
I think some people like conflict. I'm not among them.
Well, that conflict spurs growth, I believe, is what Mike McCarthy used to always say, right?
Deadlines spur action.
No, it was conflict is good. Conflict is good. You fight with those you love.
I think that's what it was.
No, it's conflict is good. It was Mike McCarthy's quote.
It was not conflict spurs growth, but that's a different story.
But it does. Not telling you which way it grows.
Well, we want to get to the Grand Marshal to kick off the parade. So then, who does that make? Does that make Craig Karmazin Santa Claus at the end of the parade? Then that he closes it out. Okay,
Santa Karmazin.
Are all parades? Do they have Santas?
No,
yes.
But that's.
I don't think so.
No, but the Christmas parade, that's how you know it's ending. Is that here comes
the parade by which all
jolly...
parades are measured is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yeah.
Santa's at the end.
Thanks, Gel. I appreciate you supporting
the Gel guy.
Rob Demovsky of ESPN.com joins us next on the Bold-A-THON on Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for the great team at Everlight Solar. With Milwaukee making a push for baseball's postseason and the start of a new football season in Green Bay and Madison, there's a bunch of energy and excitement right now all around the state. Speaking of energy, this time of year could be a great time to discover a new way to power your home. Well, how would you like to start saving money while also helping save the planet? Well, all you have to do is make the switch with Everlight Solar. Our family is one of many who have made the switch to solar over the last several years. When we met with the team at Everlight Solar, they outlined the entire process and educated us on the benefits of making the switch. It was super simple. Join us in saving a ton of money and creating a greener environment for our family and the community by switching to solar. Learn more and schedule a free consultation at everlightsolar.com. That's everlightsolar.com.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited. Trust Siding Unlimited with your next window and door project.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability.
Nice.
Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offer the Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Former basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal is DJ Diesel, and he's coming to the Sylvie on Friday, September 19th. Catch Shaq and his Base All-Stars live. Tickets on sale now at Sylvie.com. Don't miss your chance to see Shaq, DJ Diesel live in Madison on September 19th.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
We begin the Bold-A-THON with the Grand Marshal, the inspiration, a man who has publicly, or maybe it was privately, admitted that because Tausch gave him a hard time about not being bold enough when he was making bold predictions.
He just quit doing
for
it.
ESPN.
Yeah,
No.
He just quit doing it. I don't think he
would
does
think
bolds.
of you.
But he doesn't do any bolds anymore. He's got Seth Waldersham doing it, or Seth Walders doing it. Jason Waller's doing it.
Seth Waldersham? I don't know who that is. I know there's a couple people.
I think he's a new investigative journalist over there.
That is not who joins us now, not Seth Waldersham, but the ESPN.com Packers beat writer Rob Demovsky on Wilde and Tausch. Rob, is it true that you no longer make bold predictions? Is that an accurate depiction of where you stand? And this is your only opportunity to be bold.
That is accurate, Jason, but it was not my choice. Like apparently the editors must have thought none of us was bold enough, so they took it all away and gave it to Seth Waldersham. You combined three different people: Seth Wickersham, Seth Walder, and Jason Wallers, like into one person.
Yeah, I think that's true. It's because that's what it takes to get a bold take from you now.
But yes, Jason, and I am on record. You are correct. I believe on this show, if not many others on the ESPN Wisconsin networks, that Tausch, his criticism of me for not being bold enough has impacted whatever bold predictions I make, whether it's
on
ESPN.com, which is not anymore for me, there, but on this show. And as I was compiling my list last night when Jesse told me this was going to be the thing, I wrote something down, crossed it off, and said, nope, not bold enough. Wrote something down, crossed it off, not bold enough.
Love it. So I cannot wait for the boldness. But before you do that, read your article along with, I think, half of ESPN that wrote that on Micah. What was the thing that stood out to you the most? Because Packer fans are still thinking, I can't believe that this actually happened. What stood out to you to make this thing happen in your article?
I think it was just how stubborn and, I guess, short-sighted that Jerry Jones is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe we should have known that already, but, there's no way that you could say that Jerry Jones did this in the best interest of the football team. He did this in the best interest of Jerry Jones and not giving in, not being seen as someone who gave in and saving a buck. And, I mean, this is a guy who is well known for being cheap. And, we all know that there's a lot of people that we know that went from here to Dallas, and we've all talked to those people over the years. And some of the stories you hear out of there about, Jerry renting out the team facility in June and them using the practice fields for a country music festival, and the coaches having to cancel their mandatory mini camp because Jerry could make a few $1 million on a country music festival, but the Packers or the Cowboys coaches couldn't have their mini camp. I mean, that's probably tells it all right there.
Rob, do you think, because I think when it comes down to it, people look at a cheap squad and they think the Bengals. You think Dallas deserves to be in that same category?
100%. Absolutely, They should be. And I think they've gotten, maybe I don't want to say a pass, but I think that story is maybe been underplayed because they're the big bad Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh, that's bold. So I can't wait to hear. Since that's bold,
Okay.
that is a bold statement. All right, Rob, the floor is yours.
Okay, so I crossed off the list that Jeff Hafley will become a head coach because the defense will be so successful, because that's not bold enough.
Yep.
I crossed off that Romeo Doubs will be traded at the deadline because that's not bold enough. I crossed off.
That would be pretty bold, Rob.
I crossed off that let me get to my list.
Okay,
I crossed off Matthew Golden as Offensive Rookie of the Year because that's not bold enough. So I settled on this, and Jason knows how much I love special teams. Brandon McManus will have the first perfect season by a kicker since Mike Vanderjagt in 2003. McManus will make every field goal, will make every extra point, and will kick the game-winning field goal in the Super Bowl.
Let's go. So you have combined a perfect season, winning a Super Bowl with this Green Bay Packer team. So the Packers winning the Super Bowl wouldn't be bold enough. All right, that's fair.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect season.
Yeah. I mean, Jason can attest to this.
He's missing a kick on Sunday.
I don't think I've ever seen a kicker put on a performance like Brandon McManus did in training camp. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that we were watching I can't even name all the guys. Just
Narvi.
Kicking.
Greg Joseph.
Hooking field goals left, shaking them right, doinking them off the crossbar. I mean, this guy was like 71 for 75, and he made like his first 28 kicks or something like that in the preseason or in training camp. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, and I think this guy has the makeup. Now, Mason Crosby, I forgot about this, did have a perfect regular season in 2020 on field goals. Now, he only kicked 16. Their offense must have been so good that year, he only kicked 16 field goals. But he missed 4 extra points that year, Mason did. 4 extra points. So, Gary Anderson, the Vikings kicker, 19, what was that?
98.
98. Perfect regular season, and then the playoffs.
Got a little tight. So, Rob, very bold. Well done. But I have to admit, Dobbs being traded at the trade deadline would be bolder than any of this. What makes you think that could be a possibility?
Here's the thing, Tausch. By then, you'd think Christian Watson would be either
Halloween
back or about ready to come back.
Yep.
And then, Romeo Doubs is a guy that, he's in his last year of his contract. Is he a guy that you're going to re-sign? That's a really tough call. And at this point, I would, probably lean towards no, not saying for sure. And if you can get something for him, if you can get a 3rd-round pick for him in October, why not take a shot? If you feel good about the rest of your receiving core, that would mean that obviously Watson's back. Maybe Savion Williams has gotten healthier and can play a big part in this offense. And then, of course, Reed and the rest of the crew, Golden, all those guys do what you think they can do. It wouldn't be the most crazy idea. I do believe that there were teams this offseason that may have inquired about Romeo Doubs in trades, and obviously the Packers didn't do it. But, the flip side is you could say, well, even if you're not going to re-sign him, you let him play the season out, have a good year, help you win games, and then get a compensatory pick for him. And that's a possibility too. But I have a hard time seeing them re-signing him, bringing him back next year. So why not maybe at least entertain those trade talks?
Yeah, and Rob, is that all stemmed from obviously what happened middle of last season where he left? And
well, I don't know that it's all from that, but that doesn't help. They always say, one thing doesn't make a decision, but it's part of the equation. And, I think that right now is part of the equation with Romeo, who, by the way, I think has had a really good camp. I mean, like a really good camp.
All right, Rob, I can see you're in your sport coat. I assume you have some television work to do, so we need to let you go, but we appreciate
really
you.
Great job by Bold Demovsky. That's Boldsky. That's Bold Demovsky there.
It's almost as if ESPN should let him start doing that again.
This is my campaign. Can we clip this and send that out?
We'll get it out to Seth Waldersham immediately. Thanks, Rob.
All right, guys. We'll be seeing you.
That is Rob Demovsky, the grand poobah of the Bold-A-THON,
that was
the
good.
Inspiration.
That's good.
I don't like the fact that he had on his crossed off list the one that I was going to do today, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. I'll find another one. I do think that there's a better than just bold chance that they trade 87 at the deadline.
I think you should stick with that because that is bold, and I think that if that happens, you win the Bold-A-Thon.
Unless, of course, Brandon McManus has a perfect season.
He's missing a kick Sunday afternoon. I can as he was saying it, I'm like, he's screwed. It's over.
Okay. Well, we will not. If that does happen, we of course will blame Rob. But he did have the two people he talked about both had phenomenal camps. Romeo Dobbs had a great camp, and so did Brandon McManus.
Well, he was so good that they let him ref. I can't imagine. I'm past set and having a great camp. Hey, coach, I'm going to take a day. Give me a beat and let me go ref. I tell you to kick rocks.
Side judge? What are you?
I'd be an
umpire.
Umpire for sure.
Yeah. All right, we need to keep it rolling here. I don't want to fall behind. And this guy, we enjoy talking to him so much every week on Wednesdays at 9:30. We are always behind. That's not happening today. Bryan Bulaga is next up in the Bold-A-Thon after I tell you that the new ESPN app, have you tried it out yet? Have you signed up? It is incredible. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Listen to this list. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse. The list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. I had the 85 Bears one on last night while I was writing and texting with Kenny. All of it is ESPN. All of it is in just one place on the new ESPN app, so sign up now. Our next Bold-A-Thon contestant, member of the parade, Bryan Bulaga, joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is our crew.
Is a fly ball to right. Springer at the track, at the wall. Bye-bye baseball. Welcome back, Jack.
Madison's home for Milwaukee Brewers baseball. 100.5 ESPN.
Baseball is back. Bryan Bulaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Hi, Dave from Canopy Wealth Management here. Our balanced approach helps guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape. Throughout your family's financial planning journey, we will serve as a partner, advocate, and steward in all aspects to help you achieve your goals with confidence. At Canopy, care, competence, and clarity, it's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. If you're looking for a place where you can better yourself while having a wonderful atmosphere, you have it at the Princeton Club. Strong communities, strong body, and strong mind. All it takes is one small step to start today. You will see that you have everything you need in order to achieve all of your goals. Find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. 8 Madison locations where you go in there, you take a tour, and you realize this is a place for me. Find more at PrincetonClub.net.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Bryan Bulaga on Wilde and Tausch is brought to you by Surfside. Surfside iced tea and vodka and Surfside lemonade and vodka. It's light, refreshing, and has zero bubbles. It's perfect for a day on the golf course or a day at American Family Field. Cheers to Surfside.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of, but back in Rutherford County, our crowd is second to none. You might not know them here in this big city we're in, but when I go back home, I've got some famous friends. Yeah, I do.
Speaking of bold predictions or bold ideas, you know, we talked about Mr. Brightside yesterday, which they play at the Big House and they play at Buffalo Bills games.
House.
Still doesn't feel like a stadium anthem.
Let me tell you something. Nowhere in the same vicinity as JA.
Yes, right. But I feel like now that he's Mr. Surfside, we should play Mr. Brightside when this guy joins us, as much as we love famous friends.
You're now imposing different music choices for our guests?
Just an idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying we
I
have
love
to
a good
do
idea.
it.
I'm not saying.
That's bold.
That is bold.
I'm Mr. Surfside. Joining us now. I don't know if he's actually Surfside in Florida. I think he's a little farther inland.
Going down to the farm and I'll be doing just fine.
Yeah, there you go. It is
pretty good. Pretty good.
I don't think Bryan wants to change songs.
No.
That's
I think he wants to do his bold prediction. Get the hell out of here.
It is Bryan Bulaga on Wilde and Tausch's BOLD-A-THON 2025. Bryan, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We
Splendid.
are great. We're so happy to see you. We appreciate you not only joining us today for a brief visit, but so you could be held captive by us tomorrow for an extended period like we normally do on Wednesdays. All right. Would you consider yourself bold?
I guess it depends on the topic.
You're kind of answering it now.
I
guess sort of. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say bold, and it just depends. Honest, maybe honest.
You are
really
honest.
Blunt.
Honesty
Very
can
honest.
be bold, and sexy can be both.
I would say that.
All right. Well, you can step out of your comfort zone now because it is the annual BOLD-A-THON.
Yeah, what's been? I guess what's been said so far. So I'm not a repeat customer. I don't want to be a repeat customer.
I understand.
That's no fun.
Except for Surfside, of course. Tausch started us off by being a repeat customer of what Dan Orlovsky said today on Get Up, which is that his bold prediction is Jordan Love is going to win MVP.
I said this in May, and I told you 2 days ago this is the way.
I know you did.
So don't act like I'm stealing Orlovsky's gig, all right? I'm not.
Hey,
right.
Avid listeners
Very
of the show
sensitive
know
about
that
this BOLD-A-THON.
because you also have put down actual financial hopes on that happening
Hard
at
Rock
the
Casino,
Hard Rock Casino,
Rockford,
yep.
right by Blue's old house.
Yep. Very true.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you did not copycat that. Then Rob Demovsky came on, and he ran through the things he'd crossed off his list before predicting a perfect season, including a game-winning walk-off field goal in the Super Bowl from Brandon McManus. No misses on extra points, no misses on field goal attempts, to which Tausch and I both agree now that Brandon McManus will miss a crucial kick on Sunday. We'll see how that plays out. He also had the one that I was intending to use, which was trading Romeo Doubs at the trade deadline. So he had that, but he crossed that off the list.
I'm going to tell you this.
Enough.
That's the one you should stick with. That is a bold pick. That
I
think you stick with that.
I thought I had something, different there, but apparently not. So the floor is yours. Bryan Bulaga, your bold prediction for the 2025 Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm certainly not going to go down Rob's route and jinx kickers, because that's like the ultimate jinx. It's like the announcer's jinx, right? Like, oh, man, he's been fantastic today from 45, and from 44, he doinks it off the upright. So, like, I'm not going to do that. I think that's, that's a lot of eyes on the kicker. I don't like that. As good as he's been, obviously, I heard Tausch said he refereed a practice, which is pretty fun for a player to be able to referee a practice. Like, give me a break. I would love that. But I think I'm going to go, because obviously this offense has gotten a lot of, weaponry from, the rookies. And I think the easy one would say, like, to go Golden and how he's going to, I'm not going to go down that route. That would be an easy one, that he could be offensive rookie of the year and all that. I'm not going to go that way. I think, because even with, Saquon and that offense, and I think Jacobs is going to lead the league in rushing this year. I think he is going to be the guy this year in the NFL to lead the league. I think he's going to beat out Saquon. I think they're going to rely.
How many yards is he going to break? The all-time Packer rushing record that the greatest offensive line that Green Bay has ever had got him.
Which is what I don't know.
1,883 yards by Amon Green in 2003, which those of you who enjoy this program and the Bold-A-thon know that was my prediction last year, was that he was going to break that record, and he did not get it. He was 500 yards short.
1,883.
Uh-huh.
He's going to need that to beat out Saquon. So I'm going to say yes, he's going to get there.
Oh, very bold. Yeah. Very bold.
Blue?
Because I think this is going to be a year, right? I think Love is going to stay healthy, and I think with the addition of Golden, and I think the offensive weapons, I think LaFleur is going to get back to the passing game that we know and love. And when you get to hell with Love, get it? Funny.
Nice. Well done.
When you have that, it's going to make defenses play you honest, and you're going to get a lot of light boxes. And with that, I think Jacobs is going to have a lot of good opportunities, and they're going to keep defenses guessing, and it's going to open up a lot of real estate for him on early down and distances. So that's my prediction. I think it's going to be.
It's bold. I like it. I love it.
That's all I can.
I want some
that's
more
what I'm going with.
Yeah, and look, you talked to us a bunch of times about the offensive line and what they've done there. That would also indicate that they plan on still running the ball a ton and going downhill. Bryan, we will take up far more of your time tomorrow.
Yep.
But excellent,
Can't wait.
Bold prediction. Way not to be a repeat customer. We appreciate it, buddy. Thanks.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
That is the great Bryan Bulaga. You can hear him on our show. You can hear him on Green Bay Game Day. You can hear him on the Homer Hour. You can hear him everywhere, presented by Surfside. Speaking of people that are presented by great brands, Associated Bank, that's my bank. And they've got the best customer service in the industry. They've got the awards to prove it. If you're looking for early pay, get access to your direct deposit up to 2 days early. If it's credit monitoring, if it's fraud protection, or if it's just Packers, Brewers, or Badgers checking, they've got it for you. So go to AssociatedBank.com to find out more. Next up, Michelle Smallmon. She has not been a Packers fan for a long time, but she is a fervent one. She will give us her bold prediction from Unsportsmanlike. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut, and you know how much I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid, participating in their legendary Book It program. Man, I loved getting those personal pizzas, and Pizza Hut's latest offer has me feeling a blast from the past. Introducing Pizza Hut's $5 crafted flats pizzas. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes, 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, chicken, bacon, ranch, and Nashville hot chicken. Each of these crafted flats pizzas, just $5. All day, every day, making them perfect options for lunch, dinner, or game day. Order your $5 crafted flats pizza at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. $5 crafted flats pizzas, only at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. First weekend in the books. Wisconsin volleyball splitting its matches in the opening Spike Classic. A Friday night victory over Kansas, followed by a loss to Texas Sunday afternoon. Mimi Collier shining in her Badger debut, 26 kills versus the Jayhawks. John Audius' call from her 10th kill in the opening set.
Sideline to sideline set. Tapped over. Bygeet's right there. Now flying in from the back row is Mimi Collier as Collier cracks down her 10th kill of the set.
The Badgers return to the Fieldhouse this weekend. ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
Come see what the buzz is all about at Madison Axe, Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Enjoy 8 lanes of axe throwing, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard with 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Perfect for date night, groups, corporate meetings, or private events. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
After a serious crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. Your future, your family's future, your quality of life. That's why knowledge and results matter in big truck cases. And not all law firms have the know-how or the resources to handle these complicated cases. At Gruberg Law Offices, we have the experience it takes to make sure you're protected. And there's never a fee until we win your case. Gruberg Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
The Bold-A-THON rolls on. And with all due respect to Rob Demovsky, to Bryan Bulaga, our first really big star, She doesn't join us every Tuesday the way Evan Cohen does.
Couple of pop-up Tuesdays, though, she'll join, which is always a fun surprise.
Just
we
showing
love a
up.
pop-up Tuesday, yeah.
When Evan's not driving back to his palatial estate an hour out of the city, she'll show up. But she shows up today on her own. Recently, still somewhat, Packers fandom convert, who has exactly 5 minutes to talk to us before she gets kicked out of her studio. It is Michelle Smallmon from Unsportsmanlike. Michelle, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Thanks so much for having me. It's always a beautiful day when I get to speak to the both of you and talk a little Pack football.
Hey, Smalls, before you get into your bold pick, you've been to Evco's house a few times. How many gates is it to get into his place? Is it 2 or 3? Because you have the one probably where there's like a security guard.
Yeah. So first there's a gate for you to enter the neighborhood.
Yep.
Then there's another gate at the end of the cul-de-sac getting to his very long driveway. I think there's a gate around the moat of his house and then another gate with a security guard when you actually get to
so it's only 3. Okay, I actually had it as 4. So that's
But the moat.
Yeah,
I forgot about the moat.
We never heard about the moat. That's great.
You didn't give him credit for the drawbridge. Exactly. That's a key part of that.
That's
All right, before you give us your bold prediction, is it true? I saw rumors of this on social media, but you can't believe everything you read, that you are gracing us, I mean, not our show specifically, but Wisconsinites, with your presence a week from tomorrow as you are coming in for Packers Commanders on Thursday Night Football. Is that true?
Rumors are in fact full. We've booked all of our travel. It's official. Coming to the beautiful state of Wisconsin. Can't wait to see you guys and hang out. We are going to be in the house on Thursday for week 2, Packers versus Commanders. It's going to be awesome. It'll be my 3rd trip to Lambeau, and I'm so excited. 3rd trip since I became a Packers fan just a little over a season ago. So I've really ingratiated myself with Packer, and I can't wait to see all the Packer backers and hang out. It's so great.
And you owe it all to us. All right, let's get your prediction so we can let you go. Michelle, what is your bold-a-thon prediction for the Green Bay?
Just wait, Michelle, I know she's got to go, but I was watching the show today. The boys got after you like they haven't in a long time. Some of your bold predictions, I love agreeing with you. I was on Team Evco and Canty. Your bold predictions, so let's make sure we're extra bold for Wilde and Tausch.
Okay, well, I think you're going to like this one. First of all, they're getting on my case for me saying that this Giants regime is going to be done after this season, but then TC
the
says
Eagles winning the division was the hard one to take. The Eagles
it
winning
hasn't happened in a long time.
They're
Come
the
on.
defending world champs. I know you got to go, so I don't want to give you too much grief, but okay. Chiefs might win their division. Okay, go ahead.
I think you're going to like this one. I'm going to deploy this one today because I'm saving it for tomorrow when we give our other picks, our official picks for the 2025 season. But my big bold Packers pick, guys, is that the Packers are going to the Super Bowl this year. Packers are going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
That's a big bold
This
pick.
is a team that was already trying to be the kings of the North. When you think about the addition of Micah Parsons and what it's already going to do to an already great defense, Jeff Hafley is going to use him in so many different ways. He's versatile. He's destructive. He's a fresh 26 years old. Oh, and he has a chip on his shoulder. Leaving Dallas, the defense is going to be formidable. This is a year where Jordan Love needs to be consistent. He needs to step it up. I think we're going to see that from him. And think about what the Lions did last year. They were combined, I believe, 15-3 and 1-score games. A lot of things bounced their way last year. The Lions losing both of their coordinators, don't think it's going to be better for them. I don't know what to think about J.J. McCarthy, so I can't go there with the Vikings. And if the Packers become the kings of the NFC North, the toughest division in the NFC.
All right, Michelle, we will see you on Thursday, a week from tomorrow, and then I guess we'll see you in Santa Clara for the Super Bowl. So we look forward to that.
That's right. Hopefully that was big and bold enough for you guys.
It was very bold. It was very bold, no doubt, because I don't think they're the odds-on favorite. That's for sure. All right, you give up your studio to someone else less important. We appreciate you. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
That is Michelle Smallmon of Unsportsmanlike. You can catch her along with Evan and Canty every single morning across ESPN Wisconsin and, of course, also across ESPN television. Tausch, you've already had your at-bat. Do you think, would you boldly predict as a ancillary prediction that not only does Jordan Love win the MVP, but that the Packers go to the Super Bowl?
I did not go down that road, unlike seems like Rob and Michelle did, which is great. I hope that's what happens. I still think Philadelphia deserves the nut whack treatment that they're getting from me. Mm-hmm. And until someone knocks them off, I am not going to put Green Bay ahead of them. But as I said after the Micah trade, there's no reason not to win the division, and you're going to end up being a 1 or a 2 seed. And when you get to that point, you like your chances. So I think they obviously have improved their efforts to do it. Now it's just, can their offense find its way and be consistent enough? And if they are, they have every chance to do that.
Yeah, I guess my only question for you is this an instance of you learning from your mistake? Because a very highly publicized forgetting of the nut whack, you kind of de-nut whackified the Kansas City Chiefs at one juncture.
Yeah, 2 years ago I did, yep.
And you learned your lesson, and you learned it well.
Yeah, I mean, I think you sometimes just have to be slapped with reality. And until, Rudy Tomjanovich had it right. R.I.P. to Rudy. He had it right. And you have to remember those things. And winning a championship and having championship pedigree is hard. And when you find it, you respect it. And I'm going to respect Philly's nut whack tendencies.
Just like we respect your wager on Jordan Love being the National Football League MVP at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Oh, we got that. Jesse, I think, has a bunch of Brewers stuff that looks real good. It's just fun. Head on down to the new Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Over 175,000 square feet of gaming and entertainment space. More than 1,300 slots, 50 live table games, a sports book, and a rock shop. They also have a great live entertainment venue. Terry Bradshaw was down there. How's that? Terry Blanken Bradshaw. Got a bunch of other big-time acts coming. Go check that out and get an experience for up to 2,000 guests at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois, about an hour from the greater Madison area.
I'm holding our tickets right here. They've been in a safe spot, looking pretty good compared to what the odds are now. We got in when we should have.
We got in early.
You're holding them in your hand. Is that that doesn't sound like you have it in a safe spot.
Well, where do you want them to have them?
I don't know, some sort of lock box of some kind.
Well, they're in a secure location. I brought them out just for now because this is a
lock
rare
box.
opportunity. We're talking about them. It's bold. We got them right here.
Said it's
3
in a
tickets.
secure location. It's in his mitts.
Jordan Love MVP plus 2,500.
Down
nice.
with MPP. Yeah,
Green Bay Packers over 9.5 wins.
I feel really good about that one.
That's a baby one compared to the other two. Division winners plus 260. Can't get those odds anymore.
That's real strong. Yep. Yeah.
Did you? I'm sorry. Before we get to the 10 o'clock hour.
Sure.
Did you change shirts?
Yeah, that sweatshirt that I got from Wilde and Tausch is warm. It's so nice and cuddly, but I haven't checked the thermostat here. I know that they started taking it where you can't change. I don't want to get into that. So, yes, I did change shirts.
I'm sorry.
He's right.
We had some people that were fiddling and diddling with the thermostat.
No, they have this
they don't
now
trust us
temperature
to change
controls.
our own temperature.
The fact that they don't let us run our own temperature control is, I think,
we have to,
IPT.
We have to call. Excuse me, can you please turn the temperature down a little?
What would happen?
Is it
I'm
good?
not even gonna
No,
go
it's still warm.
It's way too hot. Like, who do we call? I'm going to call and see if we can get them up here because it's way too hot up here. It's fall. You're supposed to have a fall breeze. It's just chilly making weather.
Do the windows open?
No, there ain't no windows in here. Well, there's windows, but they're closed. Yeah, there ain't no, it's not
we need Pella. All right, so while Tausch has 2 minutes to call someone to tell him to lower the thermostat.
What kind of...
All right, so one call, that's all, to the people in charge of the thermostat over the next 2 minutes, because then we kick off the 10 o'clock hour of the Bold-A-THON. The 2025 Wilde and Tausch BOLD-A-THON resumes in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
This is Monte Ball.
Monte steps to the right, dashes, reaches, touchdown.
You listen to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out at 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Green Bay Packers back to practice today, getting set for Sunday's regular season opener at Lambeau Field, hosting the Detroit Lions. A massive showdown in Week 1. Kickoff set for 3:25 on Sunday afternoon. The Packers are listed as 2.5-point favorites for the game, according to ESPN Bet. Bold predictions for the Green Bay Packers 2025 season all show long, continuing on the Wilde and Tausch annual Bold-A-THON right here on ESPN Wisconsin. You want bold? How about this from Barry Alvarez last night on the Barry Alvarez Show, looking ahead to Wisconsin, Alabama next week.
I would guess right now we'll be favorites going into that game.
There you go. There you go.
Wow. I'm just watching Alabama play. That is not a Nick Saban Alabama team.
Barry Alvarez last night again on the Barry Alvarez Show at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. You can find the full show available on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and subscribe on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 10 o'clock hour,
71.5 degrees. Is that the normal temp?
Seems a little toastier than you'd prefer it. But 70 usually. I think we're usually set at 70.
It should be 68.
68, your college number at the University of Wisconsin.
71 and a half is too warm.
71's too warm, yes. 68, 69, 70 seem about right.
There's a employee from a different work spot out in the office, and I asked him, I said, hey, is your office, you cannot control the thermostat? And he's like, yeah, that's like normal procedure in office buildings. I said,
really?
I don't think that's true, but I don't know. If it is, it sucks, just for the record. But
why do you think that is?
Money. I want to save money. But the thing is, if you crank it down, you're saving money because it's nice out. It's not cranking the heat. You're not cranking the AC when you don't have to do either. You'd think that's a dub, right? Isn't that a dub?
Despite
Jason, you just sit in your little perch in your little cocoon down there with all your stuff.
He doesn't get office life.
He doesn't understand a lot of things.
Neither do you. You're not an office worker. Like you're not that guy either.
What are you talking? I went into an office for 11 years.
No,
and I've been into the office when we first started. I was there before the pandemic. I was in every blanking day. What the heck are you talking about?
You're not
Ain't
an
no
office guy.
Cat. What do you mean I know? I know a heck of a lot more than you.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't.
Well, you just don't try to lump me in with you, lumpy. I'm not interested in getting lumped into your office. I'm in offices, baby.
All right, I'm going to go back to my Kodiak flapjacks that I'm enjoying out of the bowl, which, by the way,
partner?
They are a partner, and it is really good.
Nice.
So, speaking of great partners, by the way, did he bring a +1?
Who?
Our next guest. I don't know if you remember. I know you're so heated about the temperature in there, but we have a group of guests one after another here while you're less than thrilled with the temperature in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. Joining us now, there is no +1. Maybe it's Mark/Keith Neitzel. It is Gabe Neitzel of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy live from the Gruber Lofts' One Call That's All studios. Gabriel,
That's
good morning.
correct, sir. Good morning. Tausch, don't worry. We don't get to control our temperature here in the Gruber Lofts' One Call That's All studios either. And there are times when we come in, at 6:45 before the show starts, and it is 77 degrees in our studio. And there's no one to call. It's too early in the morning to call anyone in order to fix it.
Yeah, I don't understand or love
So do you
any
just go no shirt?
Yeah, you go skins.
I mean, sometimes Chewy might, but he's probably the only one who can.
That's probably fair.
It's very fair.
Gabe, so you got invited this year. This is a big step for you. You came out. You had to fight Jesse
I
to
thought
get
it was
invited.
big.
Yes.
That's why I had to make sure. I mean, it took me a little bit of time to get back to him yesterday. We were out at Aaron Hills for On the Tee, and I almost missed the invite. So if I'd have missed out on this year, it would have been on me, not on Jesse, because he did reach out and extend the invitation.
That's awesome. Well, you had a great performance last year. I don't remember what it was, but
it was great.
A lot of positivity.
Actually, I think you ranked him pretty low when we reviewed him at the end.
Okay, well, that happens.
Well, Tausch was ranking them as they came in, if you recall.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's right. After Gabe's appearance, I think he might have been number 1. And then he quickly fell down the rankings, if I recall correctly.
That could have happened, yes.
So, without further ado, because I would like to actually have a little bit of time to talk football with you during your window here, give it to us, lay it on us, your bold prediction for the 2025 Green Bay Packers.
So my big thing for the Packers recently has been, they're a good team, but where are the difference makers? I think they have enough difference makers this year because I am going to say the Green Bay Packers will have 5 first-team All-Pro members when the season is over. 5 first-team All-Pro.
Name that tune, Gabriel Neitzel. Name that tune. Let's see if we can guess, Jason. Let's guess to see if we can.
So don't name that tune.
Well, we will. He will eventually name that tune. All right, Micah Parsons.
Name that tune in a little bit.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Jason.
Edgerrin Cooper.
Ooh. I don't think
correct.
he had. Oh, he did. Oh, X.
Oh, if he's got 5.
X.
Xavier McKinney, correct.
Yep. I know.
This would mean that he would tie into Bulaga's prediction of this guy surpassing Saquon Barkley in productivity. Josh Jacobs?
No, I did not have Jacobs on the list.
Okay.
I think I know both, and I think both are a little understated. I don't know if he's going to go Jordan Love, but I'm going to say he's going Tucker Kraft is going to emerge as the tight end, and he's going to be a Pro Bowler.
First team All-Pro is the prediction.
All right. Then I'm going
first
Zach
team
Tom.
All-Pro.
I'm going Zach Tom.
Zach Tom is correct.
So we've got 4 out of the 5.
Missing 1.
4
Do
out
you
of the
think
5.
he goes Jordan Love here, Jace? That's the question.
I love the fact that you're trying to weasel your way into eliminating him, and Gabe is sitting stone-faced like he's playing euchre with you.
I have to do this every week when we do our top 8. Like Jen and Chu are always trying to get cheap answers. Like they'll throw one out there to avoid is that an actual guess, guys?
What?
What are we doing? So
they're
always trying to cut in when we're doing top 8.
I think Gabe is thinking this defense is going to be dominant. I'm going to guess he is going tandem. He's tandemizing, which is crazy, and I think it's nuts, but it is bold.
No way.
I think he's tandemizing. I think he's putting Rashawn Gary as the other All-Pro. That's what I think.
That would be the boldest thing anyone could possibly say. If Rashawn Gary is going to be a first-team All-Pro, unfortunately, that is not the way I am going to go.
All right, I'm taking the plunge. Jordan Love, you've got him winning the MVP. Bulaga, we got Demovsky with maybe it's the kicker. Now that I stopped to think about it.
He's going to be perfect
if he doesn't miss
year.
a kick,
do they give first team? Is that a thing? First team All-Pro is a thing?
Absolutely.
I didn't even realize they did that. Good for them.
Look at that.
Good for them.
We just found a way to find out it's not the kicker. Did you
We're
see
gonna
that?
have
See what I did there? Oh, I didn't even know
Matt
that.
or Zach? I think he's going to go with somebody in the 40s.
Or Zach.
All right, I'm going to say it. You've got Jordan Love, first team All-Pro.
I have Elton Jenkins as first-team All-Pro. The Packers think he is an All-Pro center. He is going to be, and I think that offensive line is going to drive so much of what they do offensively. Yes, I think we're going to see some big seasons from Josh Jacobs, Matthew Golden, and Jordan Love, but it's all going to be driven by one of the best offensive lines in football, driven by Elton Jenkins and Zach Tom.
5 first-team All-Pros?
That's a lot of All-Pros.
You don't know what you're talking about.
That's a lot of. That's a bold statement.
You're a crazy man.
That is.
It's bold.
Just in the modern era of Packers, because they had like a bunch back in the 60s, I believe the most they've had is 4 from 2020. They had 4 first-team All-Pros that year.
Oh, interesting.
So I went 1 and above. And
to
went with
not
5.
put Josh Jacobs in there was bold.
And still have 5.
Yeah, it's bold.
All right, so, Gabe, speaking of bold, because we've got a couple extra minutes with you, we have not gotten, other than listening to your fine program, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, every morning, 7 to 9, how excited on a scale of 1 to 100 are you about Micah Parsons, and how different do you believe he makes this team now?
I am at a 100. I don't know how you can't be if you're a Packers fan, because this is, A, what the Packers have been missing in terms of having that difference maker at that position, and then to get one of the best ones who's still 26 years old. I don't understand how you're not, like, just over the moon excited and just wake up giddy every day that Micah Parsons is going to be rushing the passer for your favorite team coming on Sunday. I think it changes almost everything for the defense. You've got a difference maker now at every level. And he's going to make Rashawn Gary better. He's going to make that defensive line better because he's going to draw all the attention instead of, okay, maybe we have to pay attention to Rashawn Gary. Oh, we've got to make sure we have a plan for Micah Parsons. And once he's able to sink his teeth into Jeff Hafley and his defense, they're going to be moving this guy around. They're going to be doing some different things with him because he's that type of an athlete. He's that much of a freak. And because that defensive line's going to be better with him, that makes the cornerbacks better and probably makes you less worried about the depth at that position. It's going to make the safeties. It just literally it's the one position defensively, much like we talk about quarterbacks offensively. Okay, you're getting paid that kind of money. You got to make everybody better. The trickle-down effect of Micah Parsons being as good as he is going to make that defense and everyone on that defense better.
Bam.
Pretty convincing. You should do some more national stuff, I feel like. You've got the ability to do that.
I mean, again, I don't understand the people who just aren't excited about it. Look, I understand maybe being a little concerned about the back, but there have been enough videos, Jason, from the practice you guys were at and from what you saw. Like, the way he's wrenching his back against that blocking dummy, I'm not worried about the back whatsoever.
There you go.
Yeah,
not worried
I am a little bit dubious about how that came out and why and everything else. I'm not saying that it's not real.
What are you dubious about? You think it's AI?
I don't think it's AI. No. I don't think it's AI.
Oh, the first AI back injury that we've ever seen? That'd be something.
I've seen some of these AIs with the real heavy-set women jumping into a pool and, like, blowing up the city. Have you seen those AIs? AI's crazy now.
Big Linda?
Go ahead and Google it.
No,
there's some
I'm not
lady,
gonna Google that.
she's a heavier set gal, and she jumps off a diving board and into a rooftop pool, and the entire place just... It's a crazy deal, and you're like, there's no way that...
Are you sure it's AI?
No, I knew this is AI. That's why I said
you're not very good at
I'm not a good decipherer.
Is anybody else curious about Tausch's algorithm on his social media platforms now?
Yes.
If this is the type of content that he's getting?
Let me tell you something. I don't think you want to go down that road, Gabe. There's some stuff that comes up that I'm dubious about it. Let's put it that way.
Gabe, it's been something. We appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, it was bold. The segment, without a doubt, from start to finish, bold.
Well, I hope the folks that own that building that Big Linda destroyed by jumping into the rooftop pool, A, allowed their residents to control their own temperatures before the building collapsed, and B, had American Family Insurance.
And you know what? Everybody's excited, as Gabe just said, about the Micah Parsons pick, the Green Bay Packers, and American Family Insurance. You know what? Lambeau's always great, but Monday night at Lambeau got even better, and it's thanks to American Family Insurance. Enter the Dream Weekend Sweepstakes for your chance to win the ultimate Packers game day experience. One lucky winner scores tickets to the November 10th game. Pre-game tailgate in Titletown. That's including meals and a game, signed Jordan Love jersey, Packer tours, swag, and more. Your dream weekend could be waiting. Don't miss your chance to enter. You have until the stroke of midnight on the 23rd of October. No purchase is necessary. See official rules and enter at amfam.com/Packers. That's amfam.com/Packers.
The Bold-A-THON rolls on with Brad Nortman of Kyle Bruston Nortman next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tusher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison. The biggest games.
Back-to-back state championships. Still going, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
The most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the Executive Director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Get out this summer and experience Road America, America's national park of speed. Located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake, Road America is home to the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn circuit that's hosted the world's best since 1955. Camp on site all weekend, enjoy state fair-style food, and bring the family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult. Don't miss Arian's Art on Wheels, September 12th through the 14th. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets now at roadamerica.com.
My name is Rob, and I was seriously injured. When I think of Gruber Law Offices, I think of an honest, hardworking team who will fight to represent you. Couldn't be happier with the call that I made that day.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The care at Stoughton Health was outstanding. My other provider couldn't get me in as quick as I wanted. So when I called Stoughton Health, things were going to happen much quicker, and that's why I decided to come here.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
The Bold-A-THON rolls on. Still not entirely understanding what occurred yesterday on his program. I joined them briefly, but they were not stealing our idea. It may have seemed that way on social media, but they weren't. And I'm sure he saved his best for us, like I do for other shows across ESPN Wisconsin. Unless he is in... No, good. It's good to see you are not in the hospital maternity ward, so we're still in a holding pattern. It is Brad Nortman on Wilde and Tausch. Brad, good morning. How are you, buddy?
Gentlemen, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Have you ever been in a friend group and two of those friends are fighting with one another? You ever experienced that before?
Sure, yeah.
That's a little bit of what we had yesterday. I have my friend group on KBN, and they were they wanted to be invited to the party, right? I can't blame them. They wanted to be invited to the party, and they realized they weren't. So then my other friend group, Wilde and Tausch, created a little bit of rift. So I found myself in the unenviable position of being between the two of them, leading to them saying, you know what? On a whim, we're going to throw our own Bold-A-THON. And so that's exactly what happened. But it evolved into basically a roast of ESPN Wisconsin personalities, as sometimes it occurs on our show. But here I am on the original Bold-A-THON. Happy to be here, guys. And yes, still holding out for baby Nortman.
Norty, did you think Jesse did that on purpose? Because he invited you and a +1, so you could pick one of your two co-hosts. And you think he did that to stir that division amongst the KBN crew? Because I think he did.
Well, I think Jesse is a magician of content, right? I mean, he knows how to stir the pot. He knows how to create controversy. A magician of content, and so doubling down for content purposes is exactly what he did. He gave us an hour and a half of outstanding material. So Jesse Nelson, I thank you. I thank you that I'm the only one on KBN here, and they all turned down the off with the +1.
Yeah, I'm kind of irritated. Brust, I'm fine with. I understand he gave a pretty lame one last year. He needed a break.
He's had a big 30 days.
He was fine about that. But Kyle, I told him yesterday we'd love to have him join. He had the opportunity to, and he passed. I just want to make sure so when I come on with you guys next week that I'm not spreading mistruths. Is that how this works?
Yeah, that is true. I think Kyle's exact word was bumps their Bold-A-THON. So, I mean, I don't know if that's something you take offense to, but bumps their Bold-A-THON.
Can you help me out with that? What does that mean? Bumps the Bold-A-THon?
I think it's just a delicate way of saying forget them.
Blank them picks. Blank that Bold-A-THon.
Blank them picks.
Really? Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Hey,
look,
if you're gonna invite me after the fact, I'm with them. Like, I understand.
Nobody invited him after the fact. He was invited with Norty.
It was an edited invite.
Like that? Okay.
It was edited. It wasn't an original +1. It was you know what? You can bring a +1 if you'd like, out of sympathy, out of pity.
Oh, sympathy. All right, Norty, you are a bold man. Let's hear it.
All right, gentlemen. My bold prediction for 2025.
He's a guy with a lot of balls. Look behind him.
Yeah, look at all these. Look at all these balls up there. Well, I'll tell you what. There's going to be a guy that's going to be getting a lot of game balls this year for the Packers season. It's going to be Jeff Hafley. And he better appreciate those green and gold balls because it'll be Jeff Hafley's last season as a defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. Last year, because the defense will finish #1 in total defense. Guys, last year, you guys know the stats, guys. I'm going to throw some stats at you. Last year, Green Bay Packers, 5th in total defense, 6th in scoring, 7th in run defense, 12th in passing, but we're going to address that. 4th in turnovers, 6th in points per game, and that was, with my opinion, being with a group that was just okay, solid. He was doing a lot more with less, and we saw his creativity come through as the year went on. You add in the most efficient, brutal, intimidating defensive force in the NFL, in my opinion, who's still reaching his prime. You got that, you're going to get your #1 defense in the NFL. And not only that, he's going to be a sought-after head coaching candidate because he already has head coaching experience with Boston College. He's adaptable to personnel. He's creative. He's well-liked. And I know you might be saying this. We might be saying, well, head coaching positions, those are reserved for offensive minds. What if I told you that over the last 2 seasons, 8 defensive-centric head coaches, 7 offensive-centric head coaches were the last 2 seasons of head coaching hires. Actually, more on defense than on offense. Jeff Hafley will be another tick in that column for a defensive head coach being hired after this season. So Packer fans, enjoy Jeff Hafley while you got him, because he's going to be a head coach next season.
That's bold.
I'll tell you what.
It's a good pick.
I'm not here to besmirch or disparage the K and the B. I always get it confused.
Yeah, K and the B.
Of KBN. But are those other 2 guys, first of all, coming with all their balls showing?
I am here to disparage the other.
Secondly,
you're going to disparage?
I would love to, yes.
Secondly, are they doing the level of research
They're not.
that our guy just delivered?
No, there's no way.
I mean,
No.
breaking down the last 15 head coaching hires?
Well, in fairness, they do show
Kidding
prep for
me?
an hour before every show. So
Do they?
Yeah, they do an hour prep.
You can't tell.
That's what I was thinking. An hour show prep. So
Oh,
kudos to them.
snap.
No, that's the truth. 1 hour show prep. Can you imagine?
Hour show prep. I don't know how much of the hour is actually focused show prep. It's a lot of conversation and chatting and a lot of around the around the water cooler type conversation.
Gosh,
but yes,
I really would have loved to
I'm
have
going to
heard Kyle's. I would have loved to have heard Kyle's today, but we'll have to wait until you guys do your your bolder boldy bold-a-thon, which Lord knows when that'll be.
They already did it.
No, but they're going to go boldy
Well, that's the ironic thing. We had our the boldest of all bold-a-thons. We had that yesterday, and we didn't even give our bold predictions.
So
didn't even have one. We just let KBN Nation throw it all in there.
Yeah,
it's quite the operation you got going over there.
It's a hell of a show.
Brad, we know you got a lot going on. Will we hear you later
Good
today
luck.
on?
Good luck.
Good luck. Will we hear you later today, or are you on Baby Watch?
Well, we are. Well, both things can be true. We're on Baby Watch, but there is no baby seemingly coming today on September 3rd. So outside of a surprise, I will be on KBN, and will be until Baby Nortman decides to arrive. So we're hanging on tight. Every day is a question mark, but one of these days I will be off, but it doesn't seem like today's that day.
Probably not going to make it to our pregame show on Saturday, are you?
We'll see. That'll probably be my temporary swan song. 'Cause I can't imagine I make it to
We'll
Bama.
see means no, usually.
Jesse wants the extra airtime anyway. Don't worry about it.
I got it. You know what? You stay home. We got it.
Norty, give our best to Lex. We're so excited for you. You're such a good human being, and we always love it when you join us. I'm sure Tausch has a day or 2 off that he's going to need with this grueling football season schedule at some point, and we will check in with you when you are a cousin sub of the day. Thanks, buddy.
Always happy to join, guys. Happy Bold-A-thon.
So, Jason, since the KBN crew decided to blank with y'all, which is fine.
Blank them picks.
I went back to, and I thought one of the guys last year on Wisconsin's Morning News, he had it wrapped up. He picked Xavier McKinney to have 10 picks last season.
One of the guys. Was it Eric?
Eric Bilstead, yes.
Okay.
So on my hit this morning with them, I'll tell you what, we have fun on that show. When I told them and I jumped in and said, I know you guys usually drive the conversation here, but today is about the Bold-A-thon. The way their eyes lit up, they are probably more excited about the Bold-A-thon than we are. They decided to jump in and give their bold predictions, and I believe the great producer Pancake Hill sent those over to Jesse, and we have 2 big, bold Packer predictions from Vince Vitrano and from Eric Bilstead.
Okay, we do.
Right,
we do.
I'm sorry.
Boy, you know what? Maybe we should prep an hour before. I literally just asked Jesse. Said I got the audio. Throw it to me after Norty, and I said, all right, great, I'll do that.
There's 2 different voices, and Bilstead did 2 predictions, so you didn't specify which one I was about to play. So I got a 4-minute run. I didn't know which way to go.
You and we make decisions every day, but on Prize Pick.
I have them. You
What do you
didn't
wanna
say
do?
whether
Plus, it's time for Gruber Law Offices.
Oh, is it Gruber? All right.
Time out. This is Vince Vitrano's bold prediction.
Well, I don't know.
Or, I said we could just run them during the break. But, all right, here we go.
This
Can
is
I
worse
offer
than
this
KBN.
disclaimer? I don't want this to happen.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I wonder if I...
Yes, you can.
I wrote down another one. I wonder if I wrote down what you're going to say. All right, go ahead.
My bold-a-thon pick this year is the Packers have a losing season. We finish 8-9 at best.
Whoa!
What a bummer.
What?
First negative one of the day. Yeah, it's the first negative that we've heard.
Holy
From
cow.
Vinny.
Yeah, I was very, very surprised. He's not afraid of that shrapnel. He ain't afraid of that. He is probably going to have the boldest prediction negatively. I think maybe Karmazin when he comes on later. I don't know where his vibe's at. I have not heard him on Sunday Karma in a while. But that was bold.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was I did not see that coming.
No, that was a twist.
Lie. Plot twist, indeed. Okay, so and then you have Eric Bilstead.
I do, yes. Would you like to hear that now?
I would love to hear. Well, however many bold predictions he has, I'd like to hear them all.
The boldest of bold, I'll say Micah Parsons will reach 20 sacks this year.
Whoa!
20
Let's go.
sackophones for Micah Parsons.
Wow. So he predicted 10 picks for Xavier McKinney last year. He ended up with 8.
Yep.
So even if he misses on this, you're talking like 18 sacks for Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Book it.
It's he is leaning on that well, and I told him break it up into 2 this year so that when you're right, you don't have the other one kind of trail into it because he would have won.
Yeah, that's smart.
He would have won the bold-a-thon, but then his other pick was I think Narveson was going to be the all-rookie kicker, and that completely nulled the other one.
That was wide right.
So you have to just either pick one or pick 2, but separate them so that when Pancake sends it over, you just send the one clip and you're a champion. That's how this works.
Keep it separated.
So we have bold prediction 2 from Eric Bilstead, totally independent, separate from bold prediction 1.
From Barrick Elstad.
Yes.
I don't think Jeff Hafley will be the defensive coordinator after the season.
Nordy. Same as
not
Nordy.
bold enough.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't think
he's
going to
get a head coaching job.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I think
That doesn't count
it's
as bold.
bold.
Oh, we've had that now 3 times
Yeah.
today. If you count Rob Demovsky saying that he wrote it down and then crossed it off.
So we're retiring. No one else can say Jeff Hafley won't be the defensive coordinator after
All right,
this
well,
year.
let everybody that we've still got left know that. 'Cause
Public
that might be
service
coming
announcement.
Again.
Yep, that one's
All right,
retired.
Speaking of coming up, we've got the great Steve the Homer True, the GOAT of Wisconsin sports talk coming up next, followed by Molly Brown, and then we'll get into the 11 o'clock hour with a couple more guests. I kind of feel like if we're having celebrities, we should have called David Gruber. I don't know. Maybe he's in court. Maybe he's not available. But all we got to do is make one call. That's all. And I'm sure he'd have a bold prediction.
Call him. Let's get Gruber on here.
414.
That's a great idea.
He listens to the show in his
I know
office.
he does.
I know that.
Yes.
So, David, I will text him.
Plus, I want to hear
Kenny
if
Clark.
he thinks he's a big tennis guy. I want to hear if he thinks Alcaraz can beat Sinner. That's also because he's a big tennis guy.
All right, I will text him after I tell you about his law firm, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. David and his team have been at this for over 35 years. They're the best in the business. You see other commercials. I get it. You see people trying to steal his shtick. Then don't fall for imitations. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Or go to the website, gruber-law.com, to find out more. Steve the Homer True is next on the Bold-A-thon on Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust. As we count down the days to kickoff of the college and pro football seasons, you may be planning those last few weekend road trips before we get back into our fall routines. And if that's the case, remember to stop by and see the reliable service team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie before you hit the road. There is no better vehicle service team than the team I trust over at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie. You can get a tune-up, check the battery, check your tires, change the oil, and make sure all the inner workings of your vehicle are in tip-top shape so you can focus on the fun of getting from place to place for whatever your next adventure holds and not allowing vehicle trouble to disrupt you. Schedule a service appointment, view vehicle inventory, and learn more about all they have to offer at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. That's ZimbrickChevrolet.com. There's only so much time left in the summer. Don't let vehicle trouble take a second of it away from you. Trust the fantastic service team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited, your local window installation pros.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Hey ESPN Wisconsin fans, Bryan Bulaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. If you're looking for a place where you can better yourself while having a wonderful atmosphere, you have it at the Princeton Club. Strong communities, strong body, and strong mind. All it takes is one small step to start today. You will see that you have everything you need in order to achieve all of your goals. Find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. 8 Madison locations where you go in there, you take a tour, and you realize this is a place for me. Find more at PrincetonClub.net.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Whatever you do, make sure you do it right. Whatever you do, make sure you do it right.
You know what that music means. You hear him every weekday on the Homer Hour across ESPN Wisconsin. You hear him as the voice of Marquette men's basketball for 36 years. And you catch him on God Talk, My Faith with Homer and Pip. And we always get to him late on Wednesdays, including on the Bold-A-THON. It is Steve the Homer. True Homer, good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Would you say that you were a trailblazer, a pioneer in Wisconsin sports talk because you are bold by nature, but yet not, as you like to say, I may be a homer, but I'm not an idiot, but not inauthentically bold. Your boldness comes naturally. Is that fair?
I don't understand what you just said, but I agree.
It's easy enough.
I like everything about him, and I don't know anything about him. Very agreeable. Are you in an agreeable mood today?
It seems like it.
I don't know. I never know how I am until Tausch tells me how I am. So that's
well, it feels
there
like,
he is.
Yeah, he's back. It feels like you're very agreeable and kind of.
And I'm curious what Tausch is predicting I would say for this.
Ooh, I think you're going to go negative. I think you're going to go negative.
Okay,
I think you're going to say the defense isn't going to be better than what it was last year, which I think at this point would be pretty bold.
Oh,
so,
it would be, yes. Though they were good last year.
They were.
Top 10.
Yep.
And again, I just go by points given up. I don't care about anything
Well,
else.
turnovers
That's all
created
really
has to be a part of your equation. It does.
No,
it does.
only if it creates points. Turnovers have no value unless they create
Well,
points.
no, you just said
Generally,
it points
they do.
against, but they do create points. Turnovers almost always
Well, I
create
know.
some. Yeah.
Right. That's the best stat to have, yes.
Okay. All right, what do you got? Let's get it.
Cooper will have more defensive player of the year votes than Parsons.
Ooh.
I like that.
I like that a lot. That's bold and not completely unrealistic.
Are we crowning Cooper too early?
Probably.
Okay.
We have a tendency to do that around here.
Just say we all last year, like he finished the season strong, but it was he didn't know how to line up. He didn't do this.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
2-time Defensive Player of the Week, the first Packer rookie ever, and the only person to do it twice in a year before was Clay Matthews.
Okay.
It is inappropriate and unfair to not recognize the historic greatness he created in a very limited amount of playing time, never before equaled in the history of the Green Bay Packers.
What's the deal here? You're bringing stats? They're going to bring out a point and bring stats?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
What the hell is going on around here?
So if he does not turn out to be a great player, he's already in the Packer Hall of Fame.
Wait, Edgerrin Cooper's already in the Packers Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah, it's a lock. It's a lock. He performed at a level that would almost guarantee it. It's possible to be wrong, but that's definitely not the way to vote.
So you're telling me he played, 10 games last year? If he doesn't play another game, he's in the Packer Hall of Fame. That's
No.
what you just said.
No, I'm assuming based on what he did in his first year that getting into the Packer Hall of Fame is easier than walking one block for him, given what he's shown us. It will be a huge, as big as the Sun disappointment if he does not make the Packer Hall of Fame.
Just wait a second. You're now saying him walking a block of Oneida Street is easier. It's easier for him to get in the Packer Hall of Fame than to walk out and walk to practice today. That's what you just said.
Given what he has shown. Yes. That speaks to the level that he has shown us.
That's incredibly. That's just dumb.
What did you? Let me repeat again.
No, I know. I heard you. And I wanted to hear it twice.
The Green Bay Packers
Yeah.
has been Defensive Player of the Week twice as a rookie, and the last one to do it before Cooper was Clay Matthews.
Yep.
So upon that and what he has done, historic nature, you think it's that crazy to say he's in the Packer Hall of Fame?
I think that if he has the career we all think, there's no doubt. But you just said it's going to be easier for him to get in the Packer than to walk Oneida Street. That's just dumb.
Given his talent, yes.
Okay.
It's like saying
All right.
that Djokovic is going to make the Sweet 16 of the next major tournament. That means nothing given the talent that he has shown us.
Djokovic has just made 53 semifinals of majors. Djokovic has had 38 years.
That you will relate.
You're going to try and go with someone that's played a half a season with someone that's been the best in the world for 20 years?
What did he do in that half a season? What no one in the history of the Green Bay Packers has ever done. Just go ahead and say that. Find me another player who does something.
Didn't you just say Clay? Didn't you just say Clay did it?
Yes.
So
Is
somebody
Clay
just
Matthews
did
in
it.
The Packer Hall of Fame.
You said, find me somebody.
Soon?
Clay.
How soon?
Okay.
How soon in Clay Matthews' career did you know he was playing in the
Once
he was going to be in the Packer Hall
I would
of Fame?
say 3 years. 3 years in, you knew he would be.
Break. Oh gosh. Did he do nothing his first 2 years?
No, he was really good, but
I know. So come on.
Well, Homer, if you would have said something else, like he had to drive a semi across the country or something like that, I could get on board. But to walk a block on Oneida Street's not that hard.
Jump into a rooftop pool and destroy the building.
That he has shown us, it is not that far.
All right, so you had a great bold take, and then you had a really dumb analogy. That's how I just summed up Homer's appearance. Is that fair?
We were in such a good place
I know.
until we weren't.
No need to ask Homer. It's been determined.
I'm asking you and Jason. Like, it's a really good bold take. Like, I think it's good because everybody's Micah. It's Micah mania here. So this is a really good take. And then you say the walking the block.
I mean, Jordan Love is as easy as walking down the street to get into the Packer Hall of Fame. You'd agree with that?
No.
Oh, all right.
I don't.
Okay. What a
I
way
would
to
say
end
this. I would say this. Mike McCarthy, where he's at in his career, it is easier than for him to walk down Oneida Street. That I would agree with.
All right. So you need to have seen
Aaron
everything
Rodgers, I would agree
I've
with.
seen enough.
Devontae Adams, I agree with. David Bakhtiari, I'll agree with.
Okay.
Edgerrin
Bryan
Cooper and Jordan
Bulaga.
Love. But I'm not going to go Edgerrin Cooper.
Wait a minute. What is today? What is today? What's the name of today?
September 3rd.
No, it's the
Bold-A-thon.
Yeah, you
Indeed.
just went on the trunks with 5 or 6 great opinions. I didn't think they were allowed on this stage.
I already gave my bold take. Now I'm critiquing bold takes. That's what I'm
Yes,
doing.
you are.
And
Very
then you
clearly.
gave
Well, your
as an
bold take was
example
great. Your analogy
5
sucked.
things that were not bold takes.
What wasn't?
So, Aaron Rodgers in the Packer Hall of Fame.
No, I said
Devontae Adams,
no. You equated it to walking a block of Oneida Street, and I said the only people that it would be easier for are those people. That's
Fine.
not
And let
equating.
me
It's
ask
not
you
a
a
bold
question.
take.
Hold on. Oh, wait. So your response to bold takes can be not bold takes. My bold takes are viewed as bad because they're bold.
No, you made a bad analogy, and I want you to say, you know what, Tausch? My analogy did suck. Walking a block of Oneida Street and having Edgerrin Cooper, it's easier for him to make the Packer Hall of Fame at this point in his career than walking one block of Oneida Street is dumb. Can you just admit that that was dumb?
No.
Okay.
Given what he's shown us, it is
All
not.
right, I'm done here. No, I'm done.
How soon did you know Giannis was going to be in the Bucks Hall of Fame?
No, I'm
Didn't
done.
say NFL
I don't
Hall
have.
of Fame.
I'm not getting
The
through to him,
Packers
so I might as well knock my head against the wall.
No, because I think you're wrong. I
know you do,
why.
and nobody in America thinks I'm wrong outside of you on this. But that's all right. That's the beauty of you.
Well, now you not only speak for me, you speak for the rest
All
of the
of
world.
America.
Oh,
Yes,
baby.
I think I don't usually do that, but in this case, I will. Jesse, am I right or am I wrong?
I'm out of it.
I want no part of this. Steven, thank you. I'm sorry that it
Bye.
ended the way it did. Bye. Tausch!
You are such a coward.
Why?
Why?
You can't agree with that. Like, that is the dumbest analogy ever. And you guys know it.
I don't know if I can say it's the dumbest analogy
You
ever.
walk a block of Oneida Street, or it's easier to make the Packer Hall of Fame in year 2 of your career. Like, come on.
Street's been under a lot of construction lately.
You guys are cowards.
You're not a coward when it comes to your bold predictions on prize picks, though.
No, I'm not, and I had a good run. I'm going to get after it tomorrow with Dak, 0.5. You know, we make decisions every day, and on prize picks, just be right, you get paid. Pretty simple. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on prize picks, where it is good to be right, and it is simple to play, pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get it right, cash in the bank. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. And it is a great time to start with all of your sports opinions. We have bold opinions. We have great opinion. What do you think Saquon's going to do? You still have a chance for today until tomorrow kick on those season-long projections. So they're all there. Sign up today. Use that code WI. Download the app, and you get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Jesse and I will have to take a look at that tomorrow because I like winning. I like being right. Mm-hmm. And all we got to do is be right on one. The other one's basically freebie.
Some might say it's as easy as walking down a block of Oneida Street to win.
How you guys cannot agree with me on that is just dumbfounding.
Saying someone is an automatic Packers Hall of Famer in their
year
second
1
season is extreme. Yes, it is extreme.
No, but if you said, but I think him driving a semi across the country, that would be difficult, right? That's the point I'm making. But you guys are just cowards.
It's the Bold-A-thon.
All right,
That's not the bold. He made the bold prediction.
All right. I don't want to use up Molly Brown's time debating this. Secondly, I am just trying to keep us moving. And this, as you and him often get on this program, you guys get a little sideways.
I
We were
asked
in
you to
such a good
interject.
place.
I asked you to interject, and you guys, this could not have been an easier interjection for both of you, and you decided to pass.
Molly Brown
I know who I don't want to go down an alley with. I can tell you that.
Remember when you said he was agreeable to start that segment?
I remember that, yeah.
Hey, guys, I need a little help. I'm down this dark alley. No, I'm good. We'll pass.
I don't think that was a dark alley. It was a weird alley.
Hey, I'm
that's
walking
for
down
sure.
Oneida Street. It's really difficult. Can you guys come help? No, we'll pass.
He's going to get in the Hall of Fame.
Molly Brown's turn is next in the Bold-A-Thon. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Pizza lovers, when the craving hits, hit back with Pizza Hut's $5 crafted flats pizzas. Mark Tauscher here, and new at Pizza Hut, 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, chicken bacon ranch, and Nashville hot chicken. All just $5 each all day. Perfect for lunch, dinner, or game day. Order your $5 handcrafted flats at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Their Labor Day sale is extended. Save 10% store-wide and get a $100 Packers gift card when you spend over $1,999. Shop in-store or at steinhoffels.com. First weekend in the books. Wisconsin volleyball splitting its matches in the opening Spike Classic. A Friday night victory over Kansas, followed by a loss to Texas Sunday afternoon. Mimi Collier shining in her Badger debut, 26 kills versus the Jayhawks. John Audius' call from her 10th kill in the opening set.
Sideline to sideline set. Tapped over. Vikings right there. Now flying in from the back row is Mimi Collier as Collier cracks down her 10th kill of the set.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
This is a magical month at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, with 13 chances to win big every week. Starting at 6 p.m. each Friday in September, 12 winners will enter an enchanted forest and select a cash prize of up to $2,500. Then at 9 p.m. every Friday, one winner will open a door to reveal a grand prize of up to $10,000 in cash. Be here for our Forest of Fortune promotion happening every Friday night in September. Don't miss your chance for prizes all month long at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
The Midwest's best baseball players have one thing in common: GRB Academy. For 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement, producing over 468 college commits and 27 major league draft picks. Their Windsor facility has 52,000 square feet of elite baseball training space. Next up to bat is GRB's top prospect camp on Sunday, October 12th, open to the high school classes of 2026 through 2029. Claim your spot now at grbacademy.com.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Our Bold-A-thon rolls on. We're going to push the timing envelope a little bit as well because I want Molly to get her deserved time.
She's nervous.
Just slightly.
Are we making people uncomfortable?
First of all, let me just say this. I don't appreciate being called a coward.
Okay.
But
I wasn't
do
very
think
nice.
I
don't blame you guys for not liking it.
Hold on. Let me finish. But I do think that what was maybe lost in translation there is that you are a Packers Hall of Famer. And to say, like, Homer is very confident that Edgerrin Cooper is such a great player that he's going to end up in the Packers Hall of Fame.
Yep.
But I think to use that analogy might have, and I'm not here to speak for you, been a little bit offensive to someone who worked his tail off to get into the Packers Hall of Fame. Not that was your career goal, but it is what happened.
You shut your mic off, Tausch. Hold on.
Oh, I think that's fair. Oh, Jesse shut my mic off. That's probably smart. So I think I understand where
Molly,
you're coming from on that, but I'm going to tell you that's not it. I just specified if he had said driven a semi across the country with no semi-truck driving experience, I would
know
then
how
say,
bad you are at driving stick. Yeah, that would have been hard for you.
No, I'm actually a good...
Three on the tree.
Yeah, the three on a tree I struggle, but normal stick I'm fine. So that was the point. The point was he made the analogy crazy stuff. And the fact that you two couldn't stick up from in that case...
it was a hill worth dying on.
It's not a die-on hill, though. Okay, so I stick with cowardice. I understand you're upset about it, but tough luck.
Hello, Molly.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm used to fighting in this Everlight Solar Studios, but it's not you guys fighting. Typically.
Molly, is that crazy? Is that a crazy bad analogy by Homer?
No.
I heard it briefly.
Walking the street.
Yep.
Oneida, one block is the same ease as
ridiculous.
winning the pack and getting into the Packers Hall of Fame. You think that is not a terrible analogy?
No, it's a terrible analogy.
Thank you. It's not that hard, guys.
Now, way to not be a coward, Molly.
It shouldn't have been that hard.
Go get a Big Mac. All right, so...
I don't get that reference.
He's never had a Big Mac.
Who has?
I've never had a Big Mac.
That doesn't
and Molly
surprise
thinks
me.
that I have the
He saw that
palate of
trailer.
a toddler.
He saw that trailer with a bunch of cows in the back of it, and it freaked him out. He became like a fake vegan for a week.
Is that true?
That is true. Yes.
I'm also in the club that's never had a Big Mac.
What?
What is wrong
Now
with everybody
you
here?
have not had a trailer experience.
This is amazing.
No trailers for
You
me.
haven't had a Big Mac.
Never.
Matt Hamilton hasn't had a Big Mac either. I found this out yesterday.
Probably why these guys are all so healthy. Health nuts.
Yeah, you know me.
Just me eating donuts before this show.
Yeah,
at least I went to the gym this morning. Thank God.
Molly, we could talk about Big Macs all day, but that's not why you're here. Representing the wildly popular Jim, Matt, and Molly program, which sometimes has all three of them on it on occasion.
When?
Rarely.
When does that happen? The same. Oh, and in the same place.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That must have been food involved.
Well, Ryan Wollersheim was
Was
on
there
yesterday.
was.
Okay,
Bruce
there's
Chris,
food
yep.
involved.
Yep.
All right, that makes sense.
Yep.
Molly, is this your debut? Were you on last year?
Oh, come on. I was the boldest of the bold.
She went uber bold when we were at a golf outing. Molly was uber bold, and I loved it. She's 16-0, right?
No, I think it was 17. And then they ended up getting – that was the year that they got, destroyed by the Saints.
That was the Saints in
That's
Jacksonville got them game one. And they only lost, 2 more the rest of the way.
Yes.
So they were close.
Yeah, they had a good year.
It was pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's why you guys didn't ask me back last year is because it ended up being pretty
No,
good.
Okay,
Jesse,
I didn't think you were on last year.
I wasn't on last year.
Jill, why
This was
did you
2
invite
years
Molly
ago.
on last year?
Way to go, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
We mix it up. Everyone needs to take turns and play fair.
I'm pretty sure there's multiple people that have been on
not
for
true.
every
There's
single
been a bunch
year.
that have been on there, but I digress. All right, Molly. You
apparently
were
you'll be
nervous.
dumped
You
for
have a
Kyle
couple.
Wallace.
You have a couple of different options. We will judge you, and you know that. So let's hear it.
Do you want me to give both or?
I'll let you decide.
Okay.
Hey, it's as easy as walking down the street.
Okay, so I do get a little bit nervous with jinxing, though, so that's my only issue with the Bold-A-thon.
Well, you can't do anything more than what Demovsky did. He's basically
that was-
jinxed old boy to miss 15 kicks this year.
But if he's right, that's a great prediction.
big
So my
time.
first one here, guys. The Green Bay Packers will only lose to an NFC North opponent one time, and it will be on Thanksgiving against the Detroit Lions.
Okay. And normally I would say, but the fact that it was a 1-5 operation last year, and the fact that the division is supposed to be really strong, I don't think it's going to be as strong as everybody does. I'll give you. I think that's bold. Jason, do you?
I do.
Okay.
It would have been bolder if she would have said the only loss
6-0.
was going to be the Bears.
Yeah, no,
or
I can't.
6-0.
I can't. I
All
can't
right.
with my co-host Jim Rutledge. I can't put that out into the ether.
That's fair.
No, not happening.
Fair.
Okay.
All right.
My other one, if I'm able to give my second
So
one.
this is for next year when you're not invited back.
Great. I just got to
she's
get it
doubling
in.
it.
I got to get it in. Matthew Golden will break the Packers rookie receiver record, which was done before by Billy Houghton in 1952 when he had 1,231 yards.
I love that pick. That was where I was going to go until Hard Rock Casino Rockford and Jordan Love. So I think that has a great shot of happening, and I love that one even more than the 1 at 5.
Okay. I'm good with it then. Jason, your thoughts?
Molly, great work.
Beautiful.
Hey, guys. Matt Hamilton is on the phone to share his bold prediction as well.
What a producer.
You three knuckleheads will have a Big Mac after the Packers win a Super Bowl. Is that your guys' prediction?
Hello, gold medalist.
Hello, Jason Wilde.
What do you have for your bold prediction? And are you intending to one up your wonderful co-host by calling in? Were you invited, or did you just dial up the digits?
I was invited. I actually forgot about it, so it was very nice that Jesse called me.
Well, that's on brand. Yeah, nice.
I texted you too for what it's
I'm
worth.
doing chores right now, but I could use a break. So
What kind of chores are you? What kind of chores are you doing?
What are you, dusting?
I got to take sticks to the like drop off here in McFarland. I got a yard full of sticks. I'm
Stick
picking up
duty.
sticks.
Yeah.
A yard full of sticks.
Oh, my God.
It is stick season.
Can't you just burn them?
It's a thing that people have to do.
Can we put them in like the fire pit and just burn them?
If I had a fire pit.
Oh.
That's my flaw. I don't have a fire pit.
That's fair.
All right. Well, let's get your prediction. For the Bold-A-thon continues now with from the Stick Recycling Center in McFarland. It is the great Matt Hamilton. Matt Hamilton, your bold prediction for the 2025 Green Bay Packers is?
Well, I'm with Molly. I'm a strong believer in Matthew Golden. Instead of predicting the way Molly did as the Packers' leading rookie yards receiver or whatever, I'm going to say Matthew Golden gets Offensive Rookie of the Year, and I think Micah Parsons is going to lead the league in sacks.
So it's
The
a
double
twofer.
up. The double up.
You know the dangers of the double up.
Yeah, you risk it, especially when you put them back to back like that.
Well, fortune favors the bold.
That's bold. What do you think
Matt,
Rutledge would say? He'd go. He'd be
Something
negative.
about, something about the Bears.
Yep. All right.
Matt, good luck with your sticks.
Thank you very much.
I thought he was shipping his golf clubs to like Bandon
Helsinki.
Dunes or something. Yeah. Or Helsinki. I heard it's lovely this time of year.
Molly, we look forward to Jim, Matt, and Molly. Are you all on the show today?
We are. However, Jim Rutledge is up in Green Bay in your neck of the woods today.
Oh,
is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's not at my house. I can tell you that.
That'd be entertaining.
And Wooly is back to work as well, or
He is.
still not? Okay, look, all four of you are together, and you all had some tasty Quick Trip donuts. Oh no, wait! You all had a Coors Light while you were waiting for the Bold-A-thon.
Yep. Just crushing Coors Lights here in the studio.
You know what? It's great that we did this. That's great that we did this. I don't know what is going on. You keep shutting my mic off.
I don't do any of that. That's all you.
Coors Light! Whether you're tailgating pregame, enjoying your experience, or picking up sticks, it's great to have a Coors Light when you're done. Coors Light brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and it's cold packaged, so it is made to chill. Coors Light, celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, we got to keep it rolling. The 11 o'clock hour of the Wilde and Tausch 2025 Bold-A-thon starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Former basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal is DJ Diesel, and he's coming to the Sylvie on Friday, September 19th. Catch Shaq and his Base All-Stars live. Tickets on sale now at Sylvie.com. Don't miss your chance to see Shaq, DJ Diesel live in Madison on September 19th.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlake Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson, Sports Center, brought to you by Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball. The regular season continues with the first two matches of the season at the Fieldhouse, Thursday and Friday night against UC Davis and Chicago State. Coverage both nights starts at 6:30. First serve set for 7 o'clock right here on Madison's home of Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, 100.5 ESPN. The Wilde and Tausch BOLD-A-THON, sharing bold predictions for the Green Bay Packers season, continues. But before we talk more Packers, did you hear the bold take Barry Alvarez shared last night on the Barry Alvarez Show on ESPN Madison? Wisconsin at Alabama, about 10 days away. Here's what the coach said.
We can win that football game. There's no question in my mind.
I would guess right now we'll be favorites going into that game.
There you go. There you go.
Wow. I'm just watching Alabama play. That is not a Nick Saban Alabama team.
Barry Alvarez last night on the Barry Alvarez Show. Find the full show available on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and subscribe on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Packers back at practice today as they get set to take on the Detroit Lions. 3:25 kickoff Sunday afternoon. Predictions for the season. The BOLD-A-THON continues next.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The BOLD-A-THON rolls on, and we go south of the border in the 11 o'clock hour. No, not to Mexico, to Illinois. And joining us now, I know that there are more than a few Bears fans that listen to this program, including my buddy Andy, who proudly wears his signed Tom Waddle jersey. Except when he's like eating hot dogs and stuff. You don't want to get some stains on that great jersey of his. It is the great Tom Waddle of Waddle and Sylvie on our sister station, ESPN Chicago, ESPN 1000. Tommy!
What's up, guys? How are you?
Awesome.
We're great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm also willing to tell you I've had more than one or two Big Macs in my life. Who is that
Apparently
person?
the majority of ESPN Madison has not had a Big Mac.
Why do you think that is?
I
Because
don't know.
there's a certain age group, we had a lot of Big Macs, and they're delicious. But why do you think so many of our team has not, Jesse?
There's a lot of stuff on it. I you know my preferences. We talked about when the Brewers won their
No onions.
12th in a row. I like plain cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
It's the way that I like to go. So there's a lot of stuff that comes on a Big Mac, and instead of customizing it, they have other options, and I'd just rather get something else.
Yeah, it's a fickle group.
I am of the same mind.
Hey,
I don't
Tommy,
okay.
I jumped in with you last week after the Micah Parsons news broke, and I was around Bears fans at my kids' football game. We have two guys that are big-time Bears fans, and they're distraught. They are feeling like this was the missing piece, and how does Green Bay get so lucky? Has that been the reaction for a lot of your audience that you've had?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are wondering why we weren't in the Micah Parsons sweepstakes. And look, I think when you were on, I said to you, Tausch, that if I was a Packer fan, I'd be thrilled at the way that Goody's running my team. When you get an opportunity to add someone of his caliber, who's 25 years old, I don't think that there's a price that is really too steep, and I don't think you guys overpaid for him. So it was a trade that I hope that Ryan Poles investigated, at least made a call. Honestly, I don't know if that was something that was on their plate or on their mind, but I applaud the Green Bay Packers for doing something that I think all their fans should be thrilled about. That was my first response my goodness, I know with the lack of pass rush that we've had over the course of the last 3 or 4 years, he really would have fit in nicely. So I looked at it as a missed opportunity for us. But there were others who immediately, went the woe is me route. And now the Packers have got all nice things. Why can't we have nice things?
Tommy, when you think back to 2018 and they make the trade for Khalil Mack, and you look at how that played out, I mean, he was a good Bears player, but I'm not sure that he tilted the field the way you would have loved for him to have done so. How do you view that, the Khalil Mack era in Bears history?
I think it was a good trade. I think it was at the right time. The problem was, guys, is you didn't have the right quarterback. That trade's a good trade. Like, I don't think they gave up too much for Khalil Mack. In fact, I think he was Defensive Player of the Year or finalist for the award. I think the Bears that season were either number one in scoring defense or number two. And I think the following year they were top 5 again. So I think the impact was felt and it was prominent. The problem is that when you gave up the draft currency and you paid Khalil Mack, you didn't have an out. There was no off ramp if, in fact, the quarterback didn't work. And Mitch was our quarterback at the time. So at that point, I thought it was a really good trade. But when the trade was made, I said, this QB situation has to work or we're in trouble. There's no currency to kind of punt and go in the different direction. That's the only reason why I think that trade didn't, quote unquote, work out. And look, they were a double doink away. Many people thought if they'd gotten past the Eagles, this was a team that was going to get to the NFC title game and could have gotten to the Super Bowl. So I still resist the thought that it wasn't a good trade because they didn't get to the top of the mountain. I also resist the thought, guys, and a lot of people down here say it, with all due respect to those who feel that way, well, the Bears aren't a player away from the Super Bowl. Well, nobody thought the Commanders were going to the NFC title game last year. Mm-hmm. Nobody thought the Vikings were going to win 14 games. Your job is, as a front office guy, as a general manager, is to improve your team on a consistent basis. And adding a 25-year-old who is number one in the league in quarterback, pressure rate is, I would say, upgrading your team. So I don't think that the Bears should have shied away from this deal if, in fact, they did.
Tommy, do you think this moved the needle? Because I think heading into before that, it was, obviously Minnesota was really good last year, but I think most of us think they're going to take a step back. Do you think this puts Green Bay in the catbird seat of winning the North? And then where do you see the Bears kind of fit into this whole, if you're looking at the NFC North?
I do. There's a lot of change, obviously, in this division. You start with Detroit, the division champ, the reigning champs. I don't know how they're going to respond to a new offensive coordinator, a new defensive coordinator. I obviously like their roster. They've lost a couple of pieces to their offensive line. I think that there are some questions attached to that team. You look at Minnesota. I love what they did on the interior of the defensive line, adding Hargrove. They also added Jonathan Allen. They improved the inside of their offensive line. The question is who is J.J. McCarthy? In his final season with Michigan, there are people that say, well, he was just an innocent bystander in the sidecar. Well, he had a 5-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio and completed 72% of his passes. So I thought he played pretty well with regard to what they asked him to do, and now Kevin O'Connell will be the one coaching him up. So, that's a huge question. I don't think that the Vikings are going to take this huge precipitous fall. I just think their roster's good top to bottom. Your guys, I think your team, Tausch, is as talented as any team in the division, if not in the conference. My question is who is Jordan Love? Is he the guy you saw in his first year as a starter? Or is he the guy that probably, you guys would know better than I, took a bit of a step back, maybe because of injury last year and at times played a little reckless with the football? If he can establish himself as the guy I saw the first time he was out there, then I think your team's as good as any team in the league. Our team, look, there are a ton of questions attached. Can they get enough pass rush on the defensive side? Will Caleb Williams take that next step under the coaching of Ben Johnson? I love Ben Johnson. I love the staff he's put together. He's a no-nonsense guy. His offense works. They were a top 5 offense in Detroit the 3 years he was their OC. I'm not one of these people that is overly patient thinking, guys, that this is going to take a long time. It may. They'll be a better team in week 6 than week 1. But why does it have to look like crap in week 1? It doesn't. I mean, you've invested $70 million on the O-line here. You drafted the quarterback first overall last year. You added a tight end. You added Luther Burden. Like, my expectation is they come out and they don't look awful. It may not be, prime Ben Johnson, but my expectation is that this team's done enough to win more than they lose this year.
They making the playoffs, in your opinion?
No, I don't think they're a playoff team. Okay. But I will be, Tausch, really disappointed if this team doesn't win 9 games. I mean, come on. This isn't a rebuild anymore, okay? They tore this thing down 3-4 years ago. You've invested all of these resources. You've had high draft picks. You've signed the coach that I love and was my top choice. Now my expectation is it all manifests itself in more wins and losses.
All right, Waddle, we want your bold prediction. I do want to ask one last thing, though. So, I feel like most of my Bear fan friends, when Tausch asks, are they making the playoffs, their instant answer is yes. Are you just so scarred from I think your rookie year was 1989.
Yes.
And you have been associated with this team now for 35 plus years.
I can see Tausch starting to snicker.
No, I'm impressed. I am very impressed.
Because I feel like there's a lot of reasons to be, from the outside looking in, really excited down there. And maybe you finally got the right coach, you finally got the right quarterback, and your GM has done, he's rebuilt the offensive line so that your huge investment is kept safer than he had previously. And yet I'm not saying you're a Debbie Downer, but you seem to be a realist.
He's a realist. Yeah, he's being real.
So I just, before we get to your
Jason,
prediction,
they won 5 games last year. They won 5 games.
There was, Matt Eberflus seems like a very nice man. It felt like there was a level of malpractice in the coaching realm.
Yes, and that's a big reason why I have them now winning 9 games.
4 more wins. That's a big jump.
It's true. Yeah, it is.
Look, I'm the only guy at the station that's willing. Well, there are others. I think Black and Abdallah agree with me, but like Carmen and Yerk and Sylvie, they're all, and I don't blame them, wait and see mode. They're all taking the under. The number's 8.5. I took the over because my expectation, for the reasons you mentioned, Jason, my expectation is you should, and if you don't, I'm going to be pissed off if you don't win 9 games. But that doesn't mean they're going to the playoffs. They got a really difficult schedule. Yeah. It's a difficult division, as you guys know that. This would be a step forward. I wouldn't rule it out, but I'm not ready to go there just yet. I don't think listen, I've come to terms with the dominance that the Packers have had over. I've come to terms with it. I wouldn't say I'm scarred. I wouldn't say that I'm snake bit. I would just say, as Tausch just enunciated, I'm a realist.
Yeah,
I've gone.
That's why he lives a happy life. He understands and he kind of gets it. So we appreciate
guys, it. This is where my bar is. My workout, I stretch for 20 minutes. I do a couple of squats with no weights. I do about 4 or 5 sets of sit-ups. I take a 2-mile walk, and that's a good day for me. That's where my bar is.
I love that. We love that.
So are you still giving us a bold prediction about the Packers while you wear your Bears hat? Is that what's occurring here?
Yeah. I'm in enemy territory. Here's my bold prediction. You're going to go 0-7. No. I am not, as I said, I am not a hater. I'm sure you guys are waiting for me to say something that's malicious or is hurtful.
No.
That's not how I roll. Here's my bold prediction. Not only will the Packers win the division, they will start the season 8-0. How about that? Obviously, you got the Lions and then the Commanders both at home. You go on the road against a crappy Browns team. You get a Cowboys team at their building that is dejected. You get the Bengals in your building.
Yep.
You go to Arizona and the Cardinals do what the Cardinals always do. The one, hiccup could be the Steelers at the Steelers. Then you get the Panthers at home. I see the first loss on your schedule for you guys is at home against Philly in Week 9.
Ooh, that is bold.
Yeah.
And then they play later on.
Crash and burn the rest of the season for you guys.
Okay. End of the season, tough schedule. Waddle, before you go.
2 Bears games.
Before you go, Cubbies are starting to narrow the gap. You guys believe that they can catch the Brewers before the end of September?
First of all, Tausch, I'm a Reds fan, so these are conversations I don't like to have, but
Okay.
I will. I actually made a play with the rest of our show that at plus 900 that the Cubs would win the division. And it felt good, especially after they won 3 out of 5 against your guys. And now I'm wavering on my play, but I'm going to stick with it.
Okay.
So
you're on Waveland.
They're not going to win. You're not going to win anything in the postseason, though. So you do know that, right?
It's a new year. It's a new era.
Yeah.
The new
the
year.
Brewers.
Yep. It's a new year.
Win it for Uke.
All for Uke. Absolutely.
Go Reds. All right. You're the best. Waddle, tell Sylvie we said hi. He did not get invited back. We chose you instead. Jesse's just got way too much power. I don't know what's going on.
Yes, he does.
Thanks, buddy. We appreciate you.
You got it, guys. Be good.
That is Tom Waddle of Waddle and Sylvie. Sylvie's probably sitting on the swing somewhere in his backyard, processing
Too dejected to come on. Yeah.
the lot in life that he has. Tausch, before we get to the damn sports show, which we're only getting half of the damn sports show.
Sick day for one of
Missed
them.
opportunity for Corey Sparks. So sick he can't even come on the Bold-A-THON.
It's tough.
So Wally Lukaczynski scheduled to appear next after Tausch tells us about Quick Trip.
And Packer fans, your next Quick Trip run could score you the ultimate win in the Packers fan zone. Cruise into tailgate season into a brand new Chevy Silverado RST or hit the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570. And how about grilling like an MVP with a Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle? For every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards, you're going to earn points to use in the Packers fan zone. No purchase is necessary. You can get full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. And you know what? Let's make your life easy. Order ahead on the Quick Rewards app. You can get fried chicken, pizza. You can get those take-home meals. Pay ahead and grab it in-store or curbside. It's simple, fast, and ready when you are. And don't miss this week's hot deals. Nature's Touch ice cream, 1.5 quarts, $2.99. Quickery white bread, 1 pound loaf, 99 cents. Quickery breakfast sausage links, $2.49 a package. You got tailgates, everything at Quick Trip, and we will see you next time.
The Bold-A-THON rolls on, so stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all on the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house, only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
Mark Tusher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott Garrett and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison. Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
Thinking about going electric? Now is the perfect time at Zimbrick Chevrolet. When you purchase a qualifying new EV vehicle, you could get up to $7,500 for eligible buyers from a federal clean vehicle tax credit. Don't wait, act now, because this tax credit is only available until September 30th. And once you buy your EV, Zimbrick Chevy will take care of you with their certified EV service and top off your charge. Never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Get out this summer and experience Road America, America's national park of speed. Located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake, Road America is home to the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn circuit that's hosted the world's best since 1955. Camp on site all weekend, enjoy state fair-style food, and bring the family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult. Don't miss Arian's Art on Wheels, September 12th through the 14th. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets now at roadamerica.com.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Bruner Realty and ESPN Madison have teamed up again for the 5th annual Putts for Pups golf outing benefiting the Dane County Humane Society. Join us for a day of golf at Blackhawk Country Club on September 19th. Since it started in 2021, Putts for Pups has raised over $120,000 for the Dane County Humane Society. Donate or find out how you can get involved at putsforpups.com. Putts for Pups is proudly sponsored by Badgerland Exteriors, Alts Operations, Zimbrick Automotive, and Vortex Optics.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
These two guys are usually a package deal, but not today. Corey Sparks a little bit under the weather. Must be that mustache. So instead, representing the Damn Sports Show every weekday at 4 o'clock on ESPN Beaver Dam, it is the legendary Wally Lukashinsky on Wilde and Tausch. Walter, good day, sir. How are you?
Oh, it's great to be on here. And yeah, it's a little weird. I don't have Sparky next to me right now, but I made sure I got his adaptive bold take for you since he just had one stolen.
Oh, nice.
Oh. What was it? Which one was it?
He has it in here. He's all proud. He's got it typed out about how they're going to get to 8-0. They're going to lose to Philadelphia in Week 9. And he's now texting me scrambling.
Wow, that is rattled. That's
right
a
tough
day.
Yeah,
it's tough. That's tough. He's sick and he's got to scramble.
And that's the best part. I'm pretty sure he's still trying to get back for the damn sports show somehow later today. I don't know if he's just throwing the honey and all the tea right now or what he's doing, but he's trying
it's a voice
to get back.
thing.
He's a competitor. I like that. He's out there competing, trying to get on air. I've lived that.
He looks up to Tausch.
He'll learn someday.
Fantastic.
I feel fantastic.
It's about the same
Over
thing.
the weather there, Jason?
Well, Wally, it's your moment in the spotlight. You can give Corey's for him, but let's get yours first because, hey, half of success is showing up, and you, unlike him, showed up. So what do you got?
You're too nice, Jason. I'll tell you what's going to happen, though. Matthew Golden is not only going to be second, I'm saying second in receiving yards in the NFC North, he will be a top 10 wide receiver in the entire NFL this year, and he will eclipse 1,200 yards.
Second in the NFC North behind Romeo Doubs, I assume.
Naturally. Romeo Doubs, clear number one, been a quarter or wide receiver one for a while now. Natural fit.
So you're saying behind Tausch's guy, Jay Jettis, as he likes to call him?
He's dinged up. He's going to be limited. He's dinged. Yep.
Playing him 14 games a year, though, you're still likely talking 1,400 yards.
Yeah, he's a good player, no doubt about it, but he's dinged. He is dinged.
Yes. I'm on Ross St. Brown's out there. Notice how I left the name out, so it could be either way that I get
smart.
that number 2.
Savvy.
That's a savvy old veteran
for
move.
a young fella.
Yes, sir. Yep.
By the way, I love that. Beaver Dam hat. That is nice. That is sharp.
Oh, thank you. I know Coach Wilde came in and dropped it off on the show a couple weeks ago. You got to represent the Golden Beavers when you can.
Coach who?
Coach Wilkie. There's a lot of Wilkies that run around here in Beaver Dam.
I was gonna say.
Jason thought he said Wilde.
I didn't know
Just
I
a
had
little
another
off.
gig.
He loves him some Wilde. There's no doubt about that.
All right, so that is your bold prediction, Walter. What did Corey scramble together for you in the text message as he is trying to get his voice back for the wildly popular Damn Sports Show?
It's worth mentioning he put this together in the last 5 minutes, so I don't know how much his heart's into it, but he says...
What a good teammate making excuses for him already.
You got to. That's what you do for your buddies here. And I tell you what, he has Jordan
not what
Love.
these guys do. They leave me
fair.
buried in the back alley, but I'm glad you guys do that.
Hey, this is the... I got you. I got you down the road here.
Appreciate
I promise you that much.
Appreciate it.
So he has Jordan Love is going to throw for a career-high 35 touchdowns with Matthew Golden and Tucker Kraft having 10-plus touchdowns each.
Wow.
So that would
20
be more Prize Picks. That'd be more on Prize Picks is what
20 of the 35 going to two players. Jesse's keeping track of all these.
Yeah.
We will revisit them in January and see, or maybe February if some of them have Super Bowl aspirations. But we will see how accurate those are. All right, well, I hope your sidekick gets healthy. Otherwise, I will talk to you and like Charlie Dern or somebody at 4 o'clock on the Damn Sports Show, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Looking forward to talking to you later today, Jason.
How did you not ask him about the bowling or the darts, Tausch?
because I know we're up against the
That's
clock.
his thing. You've wanted to talk
know.
to him about that forever.
I understand, and
We have time down the road.
Yeah, we have other time. Carmi's supposed to be coming on at 11:30. I don't think you want him. And plus, I want to get into great detail because Jesse has been talking about doing something. You're a doer. He's a talker.
Yeah. True. That's
why
100%
I didn't,
true.
Jesse. So I wanted to spare your
sorry
feelings.
I brought it up.
Yeah, exactly.
You should be. Wally?
Well, you guys are the best.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Talk to you later.
Wally is a mover and a shaker now.
He is.
He says he's going to go do something. He's throwing bowling balls. What else is he throwing? Darts, eating burgers. He's doing all kinds. Eating hot dogs. He's doing stuff in the community down there.
Two legends talking at once. Walter Lukaczynski and Matt LaFleur is at the podium at Lambeau Field before practice as well. We'll see what he has to say. We are scheduled to be joined by another legend, our founder and CEO, the great Craig Karmazin, due to join us after Tausch tells us about Tito's Vodka.
Well, you know me, I love three things: football, firing up the grill, and a solid cocktail in hand. And when it's time to kick back, whether you're tailgating, watching a game from the couch, or grilling with buddies, Tito's Handmade Vodka is my go-to. Made in Austin, Texas. You know what? It's distilled for a clean, smooth finish, and Bloody Marys, transfusions, Gatorade, whatever it is. Make sure it's Tito's in your glass. And you know what's great? Partnered with nonprofits, and Tito's does a lot of good in communities across the country, especially our four-legged friends. So next time you're raising a glass, make sure it's with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Matter of fact, you're going to find this hard to believe. We were at a golf course. They did not have Tito's. You guys know I love transfusions on the golf course. Mm-hmm. No thank you. Not having it. They didn't have it. They need to get it. Savored. Make sure it's crafted to be savored responsibly.
Craig Karmazin scheduled to appear to cap off the Bold-A-THON next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. A customizable homepage, easier and quicker live listening. Your show's at the touch of a fingertip.
Unless there's a big boy trade coming that I don't see, Green Bay is going to run this thing back, and you hope that these other guys will emerge.
Available in Apple and Android app stores. Your one-stop shop for ESPN Wisconsin. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Download it today.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. If you're looking for a place where you can better yourself while having a wonderful atmosphere, you have it at the Princeton Club. Strong communities, strong body, and strong mind. All it takes is one small step to start today. You will see that you have everything you need in order to achieve all of your goals. Find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. 8 Madison locations where you go in there, you take a tour, and you realize this is a place for me. Find more at PrincetonClub.net.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goody got his guy.
It's crazy that this would happen.
Micah Parsons is a Packer.
But Goody got it done again.
Stay up to date with the news right here on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Jesse is efforting on Craig Karmazin, our founder, CEO. He's got to talk about somebody who's bold, very bold. But we're having trouble getting connected with him. So I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you to tune in to Behind the Bucks, the podcast that is on the Bucks Plus Audio Network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Behind the Bucks brings you exclusive access and untold stories about the greatest stars and moments in Bucks history. Go behind the scenes of Giannis's Emmy-nominated documentary, hear about the true origins of Bucks in 6 culture, and more. Find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher. Joining us now. They don't get any bolder than him.
He's a bold cat.
You hear him on Sunday Karma every Sunday across ESPN Wisconsin. It is Craig Karmazin on our Bold-A-THON. Craig, good morning. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you all doing?
We are wonderful as well. I did want to say this. I haven't gotten to talk to you briefly during Sunday Karma. But, man, how cool is it that we've got Rich Eisen back in the fold and that he follows our... I just think that's one of the coolest things we've done. And we've done a lot of cool things.
I agree. I'm actually in Los Angeles, and I'm about to go to his studio right now when I'm done with the call. So it's awesome, and getting to know him is incredible. And I wasn't doing that to, like, humble brag. I was doing that to give context to what his week is. Yesterday, he did his first show with us, and then he was on the NFL Network for 2 hours. Today, he does his show, and then he has an 11-hour flight to Sao Paulo, where he will do his shows on Thursday and Friday, but he will also be the voice of the first ever NFL game on YouTube. And then, by the way, he'll fly back and do his normal, be on the air at 6 a.m. Pacific time to do his normal Sunday morning NFL Network responsibilities. So the guy's incredible, and he's just incredibly hardworking.
It's a good schedule. Sounds like Jesse's schedule. Sounds just like
Jesse's taking Friday off. All right, Craig, I know you got a lot going on out there in L.A. then, so lay it on us. The Bold-A-THON wraps up with you as you deliver your bold prediction for the 2025 Green Bay Packers.
And I believe I got third place last year.
Yes.
You did, yeah. You had a good run. You had a good pick. I don't remember what it was, but it was good.
Yep.
Tausch is the one who does the rankings.
I did. I by the way, I do think I predicted that they wouldn't miss a field goal, for the first 8 weeks or something. That
didn't
really
work.
bad.
No, that was wrong. Yep.
Not great.
But it was bold.
Okay. But I am going to go with I'm going to start with a negative one, which is that I believe there will be 2 games that the Packers lose this year that will be directly traceable to special teams. Okay.
All right. What makes you say that? Because the kicking game, we had Demovsky on and said nobody's going to miss it. He's not missing a kick all season. What is it? The return game, or where do you see that weakness?
Yep. I think blocked kick, return, fluky things, field position, like all that, where we're going to say, like, God, the Packers were kind of better, but they, special teams. Okay. Is it bold to say that they will have 2 players with double-digit sacks? Is that bold, or is that not bold?
I think we all assume that Mike is going to get there, and it's not your boldest, but I think it's not going to win any awards. I'll tell you that.
What if we said 3?
3 would be bold. Who's the third? Coop?
Yeah, I don't know who the third would be.
Okay. I'd probably put
I'm going to say 3.
Who's the
3
second?
players in double digits.
Oh, Rashawn Gary's going to be. All right, 3 players with double-digit sacks. That is bold. I don't know how
we workshop that.
I don't know how many teams have ever had that happen. Jesse, I know you'll do some good research on that.
I'll get on
Get
that.
back to us on Friday.
Didn't the Eagles have 17 guys last year record 8 or more sacks or something?
But that's not double
thing
digits,
going on
though. Yeah, they did have a vast array of guys going to do it. So, Craig, with the trade and everything else, where do you see this team? What the expectation game has changed for fans, I think, for a lot of us. How about for you? Do you think that move is kind of the big, bold move that you've been asking for a general manager to make for the Green Bay Packers for quite some time?
I've been waiting for this forever, and I think it makes a huge impact and a huge difference. I look at this team now, and I'm like, why shouldn't they be as good as anybody maybe outside of the Eagles? So I understand when you look around and you see that they have the odds to win the division, but I think this team is going to be better late than they are early. I don't think the continuity, I'm with Jason, the continuity of the receivers, you can't just manufacture that. I think that will be a negative impact early. And I do think that this team will not win 12 games. I think, so I think fans will be a little disappointed in the wins and losses, but I think this team is going to be playing its best football at the end of the year. So I think it is going to be a coming together thing. I think there'll be a quick right out the gate, then a regression, and then the team will be good at the end of the year.
Ooh. So quick out of the gate means they go and win back-to-back games against the Lions and the Commanders in the first 5 days of the season.
I don't know if it means at least 1-1 with both of them on the brink of winning, because those teams are so good. But I think they're going to look really good in those first 2 games, and I think that is going to make people feel really confident. I think you're going to see top 5 in the power ranking type stuff, and then I think there'll be a little regression, and then I do think by the end of this year, this team will look a lot like it did 2 years ago, but be a better version of that team.
All right, Craig, before we let you go and get to your business, Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers, you think playoff team, what do you think is going to happen in his potentially last season?
Yeah, I think they're a 10-win team. I think as long as he stays healthy, I think we have seen Mike Tomlin always be above 500. And we saw Aaron Rodgers coming off a really, really brutal injury just get better and better throughout the season last year. And I think, people want to write him off because of his age, but he was throwing the ball well, and, he's been voted a captain and, double digits for the Steelers in wins, and that's a really tough division.
Well, the Packers will face the Steelers in late October. They will face the Cowboys in late September. There are some interesting games on the schedule for sure. Craig, give our best to Rich Eisen for us, and we'll catch up with you down the road. Thanks.
I will. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
That is Craig Karmazin live from Los Angeles, where he is headed over to the studios where Rich Eisen does his radio program, which you can hear right after we finish up across ESPN Wisconsin. I like how you kind of workshopped your Craig's bold prediction there. That was nice. You get an assist. It was nice of you.
What do you mean workshopped?
Well, it was going to be 2 double-digit guys.
I think that's happened a bunch. I think the Steelers have done that. And 3 is a lot. And I would think Devontae Wyatt should be in that mix. Mm-hmm. You have Edgerrin Cooper. If Lucas Van Ness makes a big jump. And I think that's why everybody is excited, because you all know that Micah Parsons is going to draw. He is going to be the guy. I've said for numerous times on this show, when you get in those Wednesday meetings, put that bullseye.
Bullseye guy.
Put the bullseye or the spotlight, and how are we going to – you can't let this guy wreck the game. And when you do that, you're robbing Paul to pay Peter. Now it's time for Peter to start getting after people. Peter's going to get a lot of one-on-ones. Peter is Lucas Van Ness. Peter's Enikbare. Peter's Rashawn Gary and Edgerrin Cooper. That's the Peter. Paul's going to get his deal. Peter needs to get his deal.
The guy they need to sign is Peter Zahut, because he's a field-tilting guy. Pete Zahut. He's very good. Have you seen those?
Well, nobody out-Peters
him, yeah. The Eagles 2 years ago were the first team in NFL history to have 4 players with 10 or more sacks in a season. So that was 2 seasons ago.
Even more amazingly, last year, the Packers had more total sacks than the Eagles did.
That's amazing, too. That is amazing.
But one won the Super Bowl and beat the Packers twice.
Yeah, Green Bay beating Philly like I had hoped. They would have won the Super Bowl. But
that's
Philly
what I've
didn't.
heard. And if the Badgers would have had home court advantage in Milwaukee, they would have been to the Final Four. We will wrap things up by discussing our favorite bold takes next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here, reminding you that there is no better product and no better taste than Grassland Dairy. Well, the run of success for baseball in Milwaukee has been pretty great for almost a decade now, with another trip to the postseason looking like a great possibility this year. But that's nothing compared to the run of success Grassland Dairy has had, serving up delicious taste and high-quality butter since 1904. That is over 5 generations. Grassland's commitment to quality and excellence starts with the way farmers care for their cows and carries through every step of the process. They are proud to offer a wide range of reliable, delicious, nutritious dairy ingredients as they have for all these years. Butter better with better butter. There is no better product and no better taste than Grassland butter. Grassland Dairy, crafting butter for 5 generations. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Bruner Realty, providing excellent real estate and property management services in the Madison area for over 30 years. Contact their team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get housed today. First weekend in the books. Wisconsin volleyball splitting its matches in the opening Spike Classic. A Friday night victory over Kansas, followed by a loss to Texas Sunday afternoon. Mimi Collier shining in her Badger debut, 26 kills versus the Jayhawks. John Audius' call from her 10th kill in the opening set.
Sideline to sideline set. Tapped over. Mygate right there. Now flying in from the back row is Mimi Collier as Collier cracks down her 10th kill of the set.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Packers fans, your next quick trip run could score you the ultimate win. Cruising into tailgate season in a brand new Chevy Silverado RST, or blazing the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570, or grilling like an MVP with your new Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle. Whoa, every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards earns you a point in the Packers fan zone. So come in and get winning. No purchase necessary. Full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
Former basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal is DJ Diesel, and he's coming to the Sylvia on Friday, September 19th. Catch Shaq and his Base All-Stars live. Tickets on sale now at Sylvie.com. Don't miss your chance to see Shaq, DJ Diesel live in Madison on September 19th.
Crispy chicken tenders are now available at Cousins Subs. Order today in-store at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousins Subs app. Cousins Subs, we believe in better.
Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Just a shy guy looking for a two-fly. Hefty thing to hold I love when you move me. Everything is groovy. They don't like it soupy.
We've reached the end of the Bold-A-THON. Tausch, what stood out to you? I am standing on principle. I'm not trying to get rid of him for those that think that, because that's just stupid. But my bold prediction, and the reason it'll be bold is because I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to play out the season, be productive for them. Then they'll take the compensatory pick they get for him when he signs elsewhere. But my bold prediction is a deadline trade of Romeo Doubs.
What is more likely, a mid-year contract extension or a trade?
Trade. I think it's
okay.
I
think it's a bold one. I'm glad you did that because it is bold. I don't think so either, and mainly because of the injuries. Yeah. And I think Romeo's going to have a good season, I think, for this team because of all that. So I don't think so, but
For
it's
Love
the
to win the
boldest.
MVP,
It is
he
the
has to have a good
boldest
year.
that you've done. Jesse, before I critique, what's yours?
I was watching college football over the weekend. A lot of Frank Beamer talk when Virginia Tech was playing South Carolina. And Frank Beamer ball was always about
special teams.
With Keyshawn Nixon proclaiming at the end of last year he would not be on kick returns and then being very excited to return to kick return duty this year. Jaden Reed with a prove-it season on the line. I predict the Green Bay Packers will lead the National Football League in special teams touchdowns in 2025.
It's bold. I think
a Bisaccia believer.
Outside of Vetrano,
everything's been
this
positive.
is all unicorns and whatever.
Even Tom Waddle was positive for the Packers.
And I don't know. I mean, if there's anything, I think my pick of Jordan Love winning the MVP is the boldest. I'm biased, though. Jason's, if it comes to fruition, there have been kickers. I don't know if there's ever been a kicker that has made every blanking kick.
Mike Vanderjagt, apparently.
I thought he
to Rob
missed in the
Demovsky
post.
research.
I thought he missed in the postseason, but so there's a lot of boldness. There's a lot of beauty as far as what is going on with what's with where this team is. But I think Jordan Love winning the MVP would be the boldest of the bold. That's what I think. I'm sure you're not shocked by that.
So we got to the end, and you picked yours?
Yeah.
That's the best
Of
one.
course he did.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That's bold.
That's a choice.
It's a bold pick.
It is.
Edgerrin Cooper being a Packers Hall of Famer, which you were up in arms about.
No, that is not what I was up in arms about. I was up in arms
so why
about.
would you? We have 2 minutes left. Why would you revisit
Yeah, I
that
don't-
now?
Why
would you do
There
that?
was such an emotion that was elicited by that pick.
It was not about him making the Packer Hall of Fame. That was not it. So you're misconstruing, as you like to do. It was about the fact that it's easier than walking a block on Oneida Street. That's what irritated me. So I don't know why you would do that at the end of the show. I don't know.
The
why.
analogy didn't irritate you as much as our failure to back you up.
I don't understand how. I ask a lot of times, you're with me or against me? I don't always want you with me. This was one. It was just so
I
blatantly.
think we were all just uncomfortable, and we wanted to get out of that.
What do you mean you're
segment.
uncomfortable? No, you need to stand up.
You need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
How did we feel about the lineup of Bold-A-thon contributors this year? Did we like it? Were we
Really
missing
missed
anyone?
Kyle Wallace,
Yeah.
gotta say.
Yeah, I thought Kyle not doing it
he had
was
a
real
chance.
irritating.
He could have
It
been a
was
plus
super
one. He
irritating.
denied the opportunity.
By the way, I thought Brad Nortman had the best day of all of us today. I thought he had a really good take. I thought he's obviously on baby watch, joined us. He's got all his balls in his house there. It was I thought his appearance was fabulous. We wish him and Lexi the best as they await the arrival of baby Nortman. All right, that's it for us today. Craig is in Los Angeles with the Rich Eisen Show. I don't think he'll be a guest on the show, but that is next. Thanks for coming along for the ride with us today. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch? Presented by Pella.